the channel for the channel.
Twitch.tv.
Hey everybody, we're live. Hello! Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. We're back. The long-awaited return for two people. We're just enjoying playing Dungeons & Dragons. That's what this is about. So this is a Dungeons & Dragons actual play live stream. It's a little bit different in that we have multiple groups of characters. There are 4 characters split. There are 4 character groups, and there are 8 players with 2 characters each. Tonight we are on one of the 2 adventuring groups that we call the A team for a reason that will become apparent when everybody forgets each other's names. But we are going to go ahead.
We don't forget each other's names. We just get confused
as to which of them. It's like parents trying to remember which of their kids they're talking about. Aster, Ash, Arden, Adira, what are you doing? But we're going to go ahead and start our just introductions of your real-life name, then your character, and the character's class. At the moment, we are down 1 player because of computer troubles, but hopefully that will be rectified here in a second. I am going to go in the order that I have your names written down. So, Adira.
My name is Emily or Emmy Cashman, depending on... I don't know why I'm saying my last name. But I play Adira, a human cleric.
Well, you can't be hired by anyone who cares about horse kneecaps now.
Yeah, Peter has issues with you.
Good thing I'm becoming an accountant.
Notoriously a...
Horse-hating job.
Horse-hating profession. Yeah. Next up, Aster.
I am Connor, and I am playing Aster, a basically human
all right, way to
druid.
bury the lead. Druid, yes. Then we have Ash.
Hi, my name's Ian Donovan Highland, and I'm playing Ash, the spunky little halfling warlock boy.
All right, you added a middle name. You are,
yeah,
I know.
Desperate to have your identity stolen.
It's already out there,
this is my social security
baby.
number.
And I am Ben Collins, your dungeon master. And
you don't want to say your middle names?
I have 2 of them. You figure them out. You know what? Let's have a contest. My initials are BALC. If you can guess my 2 middle names.
Legion
Lloyd.
of Christ.
Sorry?
Legion of Christ.
AL. AL are my middle initials. If you, the listener, can...
American Legion of Christ.
Wow, you got it. No. If you can guess my middle initials, you, a viewer/listener, I will send you a personal letter that details everything I have planned for the plot. You cannot... If you send it to someone who plays a character in the show, I'll kill you. So this is Adventuring Group A, the A team.
I will.
Where last we left off, they had returned to town after a mission that happened pre-point of the stream, and found that the adventuring guild that they were sort of going to join, the hall had been burned down, and the man who had called them there had been killed. This had been carried out by Vignorvon, unfortunately a very powerful wizard from a northern region of the Hallandor Empire, where the party currently is. The magistrate of the town that they were in asked them to come to his house, and he told them that, unfortunately, the direction that Vignorvon and his raiders rode off in after burning this adventuring hall to the ground, they are probably going to overtake his daughter Claudia and her merchant caravan. So with a little bit of coin, he persuaded the party to go and just hopefully see that she's okay and keep her safe and the people with her safe if she was not. The party took their horse, Charlie, and their cart and gave chase, coming upon the caravan as it was under attack. They did see Vignar Vaughn as he rode away carrying one of the merchants, and they were able to overcome the raiders attacking with the help of the dwarven guard, Bruna, who was entrusted with guarding the caravan. And the out-of-place member of the raiders, a northerner from Yorn, he seemed out of place and seemed apprehensive and was subdued after kind of surrendering. The party has agreed that they are going to try and assist the caravan in retrieving their stolen member, while they possibly take the fight to Vignar Vaughn. We will be starting with you all deciding whether or not you're going to have this rest. We'll have this discussion. What you have going on right now is Bruna, the dwarven guard who protected the caravan during the fight. She is sort of nursing her wounds, and the young Yornish man that you have knocked unconscious is lying on the floor. And we just got our fourth member, so Arden, why don't you say your real name, your character name, and your class?
I'm Logan. I play Arden. I am a rogue.
Okay, there we go. We've got all four of you. Logan playing his cards very close to the chest, not giving any details beyond first name. I like it. It's good. That's how we all should be. Because I have already found everybody's bank account. So, we begin. It is nighttime. The cart fires have been put out, and you all are exhausted.
Well, I feel kind of great. I don't know about you guys, but I feel really revitalized and excited.
Adira just sort of stares at Ash. I almost died.
Right, sorry. I feel like it's been a month since that happened. It's been a while.
I mean, I get the
in my
feeling.
mind.
And she just sort of puts her hands on her head. I assume they're sitting around a fire.
Yeah, by this point, a fire has been started, I think, over in where this rock was. This guy moved the rock and started a fire.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, I think that if that guy might get eaten, we might want to go now. But, I mean, if you guys think we got time, I could... kind of used all my things up that I can do that are that beneficial.
Well,
Could we rest while we're on the road?
I mean, I could take the lead in terms of the cart and moving us along. I feel great.
Yeah, and you do know that there are reins now.
What are those?
The reins that you use to...
Oh, like the little string thingies.
Yes.
Oh, great, perfect. How do
You don't
those...
have to sit on the horse.
Oh, look at me. Fancy. So, did you guys want to take a rest while I kind of get us moving, or did we want to stay here tonight?
Adira looks towards the group.
Aster looks right back and shrugs.
I think the whole cannibalism is kind of a pressing matter.
Yeah, I would
Just-
agree with that.
Just the thought. What with the whole once it's gone and eaten, you don't get it back part.
I would personally land on that side of the argument as well.
So we should get going.
I think so. Is everybody feeling all right? Can I gonna look around and see how everybody's wounds seem to be healing.
How
I
does
mean, I'm
everybody
all
look?
healed. I mean, I'm fine physically. I'm just mentally never been so close to death.
Oh.
Bruna looks over her shoulder at you and just says, "I'm not going until I've rested. Can go without me, but good luck."
I feel like we probably want an extra person to help with, especially someone who's a bit more meaty than the rest of us, right?
I would say so since I went down.
Yeah.
I guess we're resting here then until.
Yeah, let's take a little rest. I'm gonna take Spark out and just let him kind of explore the area a little bit.
Yeah, Spark starts hopping around. He goes and he just, he is inspecting things, kind of pecking at, a little bit of, seed here and there that might have fallen off of carts in their regular passage of this part of the road. And then he finally sees that there is a campfire, so he just hops over there and gets, really, really close. Really, really close. Really weird for a bird to get that close to a fire.
Esther's gonna lean over to Ash and be like, you might want to get your bird. He might catch on fire.
Oh, he's fine. He's a clever little creature.
He looks over at Ash and goes, "Ah!"
Yeah, he's fine. He knows when it's too much, obviously.
You're a weird fella. All right. And he's just gonna walk
I'm
over
weird.
the fire himself.
Yes.
Oh wait, where's the fire? Oh, there's a fire over there. Okay, well,
It's been there for a bit.
I know. I just didn't see it on the map. I didn't scroll up.
I'm just gonna pull out some of the seeds that he's bought and just sprinkle some on the ground and druid craft and make them into a little flower crown.
Oh.
Yeah, you make a suitable flower crown. Fit for a forest king.
What?
I'm gonna make one for Arden, one for Adira, and one for Ash.
Oh. I'm gonna very happily put it immediately on.
Oh, thank you. And Adira puts it on gently.
Arden's just gonna kind of put it on, but he's very confused still.
Have
Ash
you ever?
is just gonna smile at the work that he made, at the work that he did.
Arden, have you ever had friends?
Yes, but not flower crown, flower giving friends.
I see.
Hearing that, Aster's gonna make him another flower crown, so he has two.
I do think that that's a good idea. He probably needs a little something to just make him feel more welcome.
Well, what about the one for the... Never mind. And Adira looks over and sees that Spark is probably very close to the fire still.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't... Your bird won't roast?
Oh no, he'll be fine, right, Spark?
He
So
kind of
I'm gonna
has
go over and pet him.
kind of has delayed responses.
Well, he's focusing on getting warm.
His eyes are just... Flame is bouncing in the reflection of his eyes.
I mean, it's adorable, but also very dangerous.
Well, All right, you guys are probably right, and I'm gonna gently scoop Spark away from the fire.
Aster's gonna make a little tiny flower crown for Spark.
Oh my goodness.
I was wondering if you were going to, but then I thought you would probably just burn it.
I gently place the tiny little flower crown on Spark's head.
He just kind of like looks up at it, and you put it on his head, and he just kind of like tries to like shove his head down into his neck away from it. But then when his choice is either stop standing where he is, which is right next to the fire, or have that flower crown, he decides to wear it.
He likes the fire, and he seems to really love the crown. I lie. But yeah, Adira, how, emotionally speaking, how are you doing? Like psychologically?
A little better now, seeing your bird be cute.
Oh.
But I think I would just like to eat and go to sleep.
That's understandable, honestly.
Yeah. Adira looks around. Is there any food?
There is some food on one of the carts that was singed up.
Is the food singed?
The food is singed, but just like a good amount. Like there's some chicken that was really close to some salt and herbs.
Adira walks over to it and points at it and just speaks to the crowd. Is anybody going to eat this, or is this like a good?
Claudia says, you can take some. You've earned that much at least.
She grabs one of the chickens, I guess. Is it like a whole bird?
It is a KFC-sized leg.
It's a bucket full of chicken.
If it's a bucket full of chicken, I'm taking it back
it's-
over to the fire.
A bucket in this time period would be wooden, so you'd have a bunch of splinters in your chicken. That would not be good. It's just like a sack of chicken.
Just a second.
A sack of chicken that has red and white stripes.
Nope.
No, right.
We cannot get into legal trouble with KFC. They're very litigious.
Sorry, crimson and eggshell.
There we
Yes.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Do I see like a crimson and eggshell striped pilgrim hat anywhere among the goods?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Our only brand loyalty is to PetSmart.
That's right. The only brand that I'm allowed to speak about is PetSmart. Because
Did we lose our sponsorship with Petco?
It was always PetSmart.
Oh.
And they have said that if I have a list of very real points that I have to make, or they will buy my mom's house and evict us. So, I'm saving that for the break, but I will need to talk about PetSmart. But there are no fun goods. It seems like this is mainly food and cash crops. Like there is some tobacco on one of them.
All right, Adira's just gonna pick up the singed leg and begin eating it.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, it is not like properly seasoned, but it is chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's filling.
Can I make like a cooking check? Can I try to like get some herbs and some of the herbs and spices and season some of this chicken properly?
Yeah, make a nature check.
Ooh.
First roll.
First roll, -2.
All right.
Nice. How did you
you
even say that? -2.
you
That
burn
was a
yours a
5.
bit.
I what?
You burn yours a bit.
I'll just give that to Ash. Or to Spark.
And he gobbles down the bird that you've given him.
No, that's cannibalism. That is cannibalism.
Birds eat other birds, guys. It's not like he's a chicken.
So, like, was this chicken, because it's unseasoned and just a leg, was it just raw on the cart?
No, the cart was on fire, therefore it was cooked.
I know, but, like, implying it was cooked, were they just carrying raw chicken?
I'll explain. So, it was a burlap sack loaded with salt to essentially preserve it and make it, upon delivery, seem like it wasn't deeply spoiled.
Aster's just gonna pull out one of his rations and eat that. Seeing Ash burn the chicken.
Yeah, I'll eat one of my rations, which I think is just like a little sandwich. It's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's not.
What? And peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and jam.
Peanut butter was not invented until George Washington Carver invented it.
What? Wait, how do you know when peanut butter was invented?
I don't know the exact time, but I know that it is a American invention.
He made everything out of peanuts. I watched the Proud Family movie.
He also made a whole bunch of other stuff that's very cool. You have a almond mash and preserves sandwich.
So you have an almond butter and jam sandwich.
Okay, yeah, I'll have an almond butter and jam.
Look,
sandwich,
this time period based vaguely on
it's
the
an ABJ.
on the 1200s does have doorknobs, but I draw the line at peanut butter.
It's an ABJ, which goes along with our theme of A's.
That's right.
Yes, it's an almond
It's
butter.
ABJ.
It's an ABJ.
It's ABJ.
All right, this is the bluest you've been on, Mike Connor.
Sorry.
No, I'm just joking around. By all means, continue. But everybody can eat their fill if they would like.
Aster just looks over at Ash and says, "Man, I love ABJs."
Oh, you like a BJ?
Yeah.
They're pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm. They're the best thing.
While Adira is eating the leg, I think she's just getting out her tarp to sleep on. One hand chicken, the other hand rolling it out.
I'm gonna look around for like a place that's like tucked away that I could sleep in, like a hole at the bottom of a tree or a nook between two rocks, something like that.
I mean, there are two rocks right next to each other, 5 feet apart on the map.
Yeah, but Ash likes to squeeze between things.
That's
You
true.
could sleep under the cart.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna scoop up Spark as I finish up my sandwich and be like, "All right, everybody, you have a good night. I'll see you in the morning." And then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna crawl underneath the cart and start setting up my my sleeping arrangement.
You
Which-
do begin to set up your sleeping arrangement.
I'm not even sure what I got.
I think you probably have a tent of some kind, which would include like a bedroll.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Adira just, when she's done with the leg, she just throws the bone into the forest and then just gets into the bed.
All right, well, that was littering, this guy says, and gets up and goes and grabs the bone.
Arden's just gonna yell out, "It's biodegradable, man."
It's part of nature.
We carry a bag to put in trash and stuff.
It's called
Arden just kind of, like,
composting.
Gestures vaguely at the dead bodies in the road.
It's different when it's intentional, you know? Fine, do whatever you want. And he just drops the bone in the fire.
I think Ash at that point rolls over in his on his bedroll and just looks out from underneath the cart and makes direct eye contact with a body.
And the body is a guy who never tried to attack you, but he did attack your friends. And so it's just a dead body who you don't have any personal animosity towards staring at you.
Oh my.
Bruna gets up from the fire and grabs the Yornish man, takes him to one of the carts, and ties him to a wheel.
Aster's gonna walk over. Bruna, would you mind if I talk to this fellow here?
I don't know.
Thank
Get
you.
whatever information you can.
I'm gonna sit in front of him.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, "This is not what."
Oh, he's
oh
asleep.
man, I can't remember. Oh,
He's unconscious.
I'm just gonna tap his face a little bit with my hands, just
What? What?
try to wake him up.
Hello?
Hi. Oh man, hold on. I'm trying to pull up. Oh. What brought you here, friend?
I am charged with keeping someone safe.
Who?
A friend. He had to flee the north. And we came across Vignar Van. Like fools, we thought it would be safe to stay with someone powerful, but then he decided that he would make me do his bidding to ensure the safety of my friend.
So does Vig have your friend now?
Yes. He is a prisoner without chains.
Why did you have to flee from the north?
Dalraoth. Dalraoth is the country that shares the north with Yorn.
Yeah. So you're from Dalraoth.
No, I am of Yorn.
So why were you fleeing from Dalraoth then, if you are from Yorn?
They attacked my companion's village. He is not a killer, a fighter, and he must survive. So
Why?
I took him.
Why not take him to Shahala?
It would be more complicated than hiding.
What do you mean?
I cannot explain it. It would put my friend at danger. Even greater than he is in now.
You can trust me, friend. I'm also from Yorn.
Are you a druid?
I am. I'm going to pull back my hair slightly and show him my forehead, and then just let the hair fall back on my face.
I cannot share my friend's secret, I am sorry. Hiding is the best choice. I beg you not to kill me. Please let me go back and try and get him out, or...
I'm not about killing, friend. I want to help you. We also are looking for Vignar Van.
Then let me go with you. If you have the chance to defeat him, I would lend you my sword. I do not wish him to cause any more harm.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and just my pinky up, and I'm gonna say, "You have to promise me that you won't hurt us, friend." And I'm just extending out my pinky.
I'm tied up, so Yeah, he like extends his head and touches your pinky and says, "I will not harm you."
That's good enough for me. The Yornish promise.
Right.
I'm gonna call Bruna over.
Bruna goes, "What?"
Could we untie my friend here? He has
No?
promised Yornishly that he will not hurt us. He wants to fight Vignar Von himself. He has reasons which I cannot divulge, but he has his. I trust him. He's from the same place as I.
She looks at you and says, "As am I. But no, I will
Wait,
not."
you are also from Yorn?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
I am from
Not doing that.
Jorn. I will not untie him while I sleep, though. So.
What if you just tie him to me?
Then he could kill you and untie himself. So no, he's going to stay tied up to the wheel until the morning. And then if you all wish to bring him with us, then that is all right with me. But for now, he stays tied up.
Will he get a DM question? Would he get a full a full long rest if he sleeps tied up to the cart?
He will. He just might have a slight downgrade, but he will be probably full health.
Okay.
She just kind of looks at you like, "Are we done?"
Yeah. You can go back to the fire.
Yes, I'm going to go back to sleep.
Nice to meet another person to see another person from Yorn.
Yes, always, she says as she turns and hurries back to the fire.
I am going to Druidcraft a flower crown and put it on this tied up man's head.
That's very sweet.
He kind of just looks up and is like, "All right. Thank you."
Then, you're welcome. And then I'm gonna walk over to Charlie and Biscuit, and I'm gonna Druidcraft some flowers and braid them into their mane.
Yeah, Biscuit is a little bit resistant. Charlie is fine with it. Make a animal handling check to see how well you do it into Biscuit's mane.
Okay.
22.
Nice.
Am I rolling with disadvantage? I am.
That's okay though. You have. We'll just use the first one for that roll, so it's a 22.
Yay!
And you get them flowers into Biscuit's mane. Anybody else want to do anything before we take our long rest?
I'm gonna give him a little kiss on his little nose.
Adir is already asleep.
Deer's already asleep. Biscuit gets a kiss on the snout.
Is everybody asleep around the fire?
Some
Setting up a bedroll or tent.
Not yet. I have one more thing that I want to do.
the merchants are mostly sleeping by the fire, which has died down considerably.
I'm gonna wait until everybody's kind of settled in and rest, but wait for everybody to settle in, and then once they are, I'm gonna go over to the other side of the fire pit, where I'm kind of blocked from view, and I'm gonna cast create bonfire right here, and I'm gonna let Spark just kind of take a little walk around the fire and get a little quick
Yeah.
minute-long nap.
Spark gets in, and it's almost like him like standing in the fire. He like hops on top of the like exact point where you cast your spell, and then he moves in the fire like a duck that's just like gotten out of some water and needs to fly soon, where it's like drying off, but it's like him like soaking in the fire by waving his little tail feathers.
Yeah, he's like waving his tail feathers and kind of like stretching out his wings and just like flapping them a little bit.
And he looks like full. Like
Yeah.
he looks like he's doing it. He looks like he's doing it a little bit better, actually.
Cool. And then I look around and kind of discreetly scoop him up and carry him back underneath our little hiding spot underneath the
Putting
thing.
out the fire.
Putting out the spell, yeah, putting out the spell.
Oh no! You burned down the other cart of these people.
Oh no!
Aster was wanting to wait until everyone was asleep, and then he was gonna walk back over to the Yorn dude and be like, "Do you promise not to run?"
I promise.
I would like to know if I believe him.
Okay, make an insight check.
23.
23. He's telling you the truth. Seems to be.
I'm going to look him in the eye. And I'm going to say, "Don't move. Stay here." I'm going to say, like, "I'm going to untie you, but I want you to keep it look like you're tied up." And then I'm going to go around the back of the cart. I'm going to wild shape into a dog and go under the cart, and I'm going to like bite at the rope to like break it.
Yeah, when he feels the heat of your dog breath, he starts to like pull away from the wheel and goes, "What the fuck?" And then he looks and sees a dog is biting at his ropes, and he kind of stops.
But it's a white-haired dog.
Squirming.
White-haired dog with blue tips.
And yeah, you chew through his ropes, and he rubs his wrists and says, "Thank you, dog."
And then I'm going to turn in a circle under the cart and lay down and fall asleep in dog form because I find it more comforting.
Okay.
And then
Do you wild shape as you're sleeping? You fall asleep
Yeah.
as a dog, but at some point you turn back into a.
yeah, wild shape only lasts for an hour, so after an hour he turns back into a human while he's asleep.
Oh my god, I am mortified to see that. I'm never gonna sleep near Aster.
Hey, I was asleep. I didn't see it.
Ash is gonna throw up again.
Eventually.
Okay.
He just knows there's like a vibe.
He shivers.
You all get a long rest. Then you wake up and can make any preparations as I let my dogs outside.
I don't think I have anything to do.
I don't either.
I mean, druids, you probably. Can everyone quickly remind me? So, alright, human cleric. Arden.
Hi, half-elf rogue.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Ash is a warlock halfling.
Gotcha.
And Aster is a human who can breathe ice.
Druid. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I would probably wake up. How early would I wake up? I feel like he'd wake up pretty early because he's like used to sleeping outside a lot. So he'd probably wake up and do another little bonfire before people wake up, so that Spark can get a little little fire time in, and then he'd go and like wake up Adira.
Oh God, why are you waking me up?
Just wanted to. We should probably get a move on, right? It's the morning. It's bright and early. I mean, you're like the leader, right? Like you're the one that makes everybody do what needs to be done, aren't you?
I guess so. Can I tell what time it is?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell. It's like 7:10.
All right. Adira gets up and she looks around. So what do I see? Like, is anyone else up, or is it just Ash right now?
I'd say Asher's probably asleep, still under the cart.
Okay.
Arden is awake, but he's just laying down.
Did you sleep in a tent?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't make up my tent. I just did my bedroll, so I'm gonna put up my bedroll. Is anyone else in the camp, like, are the merchants sleeping?
Yes, all of them are sleeping right now, as is Bruna.
All right. I'm trying to think. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Arden's tent and just clap my hands softly to not wake others up, but hopefully for him loud enough to hear.
Yeah, I think it's loud enough.
Yeah. Tent flap just kind of opens up a little bit.
Oh, good, you're up.
Yeah.
We should probably be heading out.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm not gonna wake up Bruna, because she scares me. I'm gonna walk around the camp looking for Aster.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk along with you, and I think that Spark is just kind of like struggling to keep up on the ground next to us.
I'm gonna put my tent up because that'll take a little bit.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna start calling out softly, Aster! Aster!
As we're walking around this guy, do we notice that he's not tied up?
His hands are behind the... Make a perception check.
Okay.
Both of us, or just...
I'd say you both could, yeah. You're both walking around.
Ooh, that was way better than I thought I would roll.
And that was terrible.
Ash, you can see that the ropes behind him are chopped up, but his hands are through the spokes of the wheel, so that it's not easy to see that his hands aren't tied. Adira, he looks like he's tied up.
Yeah.
Is he asleep?
He is asleep.
If he saw the hands, would he also see me? Because I'm like
Yeah.
say
right
with that
behind the tire.
19, yeah, you see curled into a disgusting ball. Like, not a natural way to sleep at all. It's not quite the fetal position. It's like a very weird, like, I'm tucked, my elbow is tucked into the crook of the ground against my stomach, and my legs are curled all weird. You see Aster. It cannot be comfortable, the way that he's sleeping.
Yeah, I look over at Adira, I'm like, I think I found him, but I kind of want to just let him, leave him be.
Where is he?
He's underneath here, and I point him out under the cart, and yeah, I think that I might like retie the guy's hands.
Would this have woken me up? Them talking?
That's your choice. How heavy a sleeper Aster is.
I'll roll a perception check for it.
And Ash, are you trying to retie his hands without waking him up?
Not necessarily without waking him up. I'm not even really trying to tie him tight. I just want to tie it so that, like, I think Ash kind of got the vibe that he stayed even though he was untied, so he just doesn't want the dude to get in trouble.
Sure.
Yeah. So he's just lightly tying this dude up, again, just in case somebody else sees it.
He wakes up and he's like, oh, alright. Okay.
Hey, bud. How you doing? Just making sure nobody, gets on your case. Thanks for not killing us in our sleep. Really appreciate it.
No problem. You really should have set the watch.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Adira is going to use the back of her javelin to tap Aster.
All right, yeah. Aster, you wake up after a very comfortable night of sleep.
He does a big stretch. Kind of like a dog would in the morning. Ugh.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that was such a good sleep.
How are you human?
How did
Get
you
that.
manage to look exactly like a dog when you did that?
That's a good question, friend.
Ugh. And Adira shakes, just thinking about it. Come on, let's go.
Oh, friend here is gonna help us out. That reminds me, I didn't get your name, friend.
My name is Tove.
Tove. It's a good name, Tove.
Thank you. I didn't get your names.
Oh, I'm Master.
Adira.
I'm Ash.
And your elvish friend?
Arden.
Oh, yeah, that's Arden.
He is putting up his tent.
Yeah, you know.
Arden, roll for tent. Disassembly.
What stat most closely aligns with tent?
Survival, I think.
Based on my time in the Boy Scouts, it's wisdom, because it's the patience to not want to just say fuck it and throw it into your back seat with in a pile.
Okay. So wisdom. I can just do survival because that is wisdom.
Yeah, I was just joshing, but a 9. Arden is having a lot of trouble getting his tent into his bag.
Adira's gonna look at Aster and say, "Do you know how to use a tent?"
Does he look like he knows how to use a tent?
I don't really sleep in tents, but I
That's
could give it a
true.
shot.
He needs help.
I mean, I'm pretty good at survival. I've been trained in how to live on the land. So
You
Yeah.
have a lot of patience.
I'm gonna go.
He's having
help him
trouble
out.
just folding it, and after he's done folding it, the pitons won't fit in the bag. So he unfolds it, and then he puts the pitons in, but then the cloth won't fit in the bag.
And he's following the way that it was originally folded, and it's still not going right.
Aster's gonna walk over and just put his hand on Arden's shoulder, and I rolled a 19 for survival, and I'm gonna be like, "You're a friend. Let me help."
Teach me. Teach me.
And he does it slowly, but he's also like sneaking flowers into the folds as he's folding it up.
So when Arden unfolds it, next time it'll just be like a shower.
Yeah, it'll be a flower shower.
I think Ash goes over to Adira and watches Arden as Arden like fails to do all that, and like, has he ever actually had to like put away a tent before? Because he's like the rich one, right?
I mean, I know I also have money, but like, I've put away a tent before. You know?
Yeah, like I feel like he's literally only ever lived in like a castle or something.
I mean, we've both seen his clothes.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fancy lad. Gotta give him credit where credit's due, but.
Oh, do you think Spark could wake Bruna up? Maybe like nudging or like nuzzling her or something so it's soft and she doesn't get mad at one of us?
I'm very afraid that she would kill it. I
You're
don't
right.
want Spark to die.
Adhira's gonna take a real big deep breath and then walk over to where Bruna is sleeping. And
I'm gonna.
She is-
Aster's gonna
snoring
look up
heavily.
and be like, Adhira, wait.
oh, thank God.
She is snoring heavily. Ash, what did you want to do?
I'm hiding under the cart.
Aster's gonna walk over and be like, we have a special way of waking each other up in Yorn.
Go ahead.
All right.
Adira's also gonna hide behind the cart.
Aster's gonna stand right here and pull. Hold on, let me see. Do I have anything that I could do this with?
Oh no.
I'm gonna look around for a metal pot or something.
Yeah, there's a metal pot hanging off of the cart that had that chicken bag.
All right, he's gonna grab it. Oh, I have a mess kit, so that would be like a pot and pan, right?
That would be you are entitled to 1 pot and 1 pan. Yes.
All right.
I
So
haven't
I'm just
got a
gonna grab
pan.
those out of my backpack. Actually, I'm gonna assume they're probably hanging off my backpack because they're not gonna fit in it.
Yeah, you're pulling a Samwise Gamgee.
Yep. And I'm going to be like, this is how we do it in Yorn. And he's just going to start banging them together and yelling, good morning!
Yeah, all of the merchants just shoot up and are like, we're under attack. Whereas Bruna just very slowly opens her eyes and then she shoots up and says, good morning!
I think Ash like just looks over at Adira. I guess Arden's not near us, but I look over at Adira and I'm like, did that actually work?
Oh my god. Oh dear god.
Who are we living with?
I haven't
I
been...
don't know.
Arden is just amazed.
I haven't been
You're just still staring at the tent in the bag.
woken up in the Yornish way in quite some time, thank you. We must be from different clans. It was a slightly different cadence than I'm used to.
Oh, what's your cadence?
Oh, mine is, and she claps her hands, and she does it in like a 3-4 time, like, clap, clap, rest, clap, 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 rest. And then she goes, good morning. So that's how we do it in my clan.
Oh,
But
see, my druid village is the one that did it the way I just did it, but where I'm actually from, it goes clap, clippity clap, good morning.
oh, that's impressive. How about our other friend over there? And she points at Tove, and he
Adira's
goes,
gonna
"We
like
don't
stare
do that."
directly through the crowd and like lock eyes with Arden.
He's just like completely wide-eyed, like he makes sure no one's looking at him, and he looks directly at you and goes, "We're surrounded by maniacs."
Adira just like nods slowly. And then she's just gonna like look behind her at Ash and then just pat his head.
Ash looks up at her and is like, I'm afraid.
Don't worry, we'll be safe. Just stay behind me.
Okay.
Well,
Done.
should we be setting off? Bruna says.
I think that's probably for the best, right? It's pretty early
We should be going.
before people get cannibalized.
That would be a good idea.
Bruna, our new friend Tove, said that he was going to join us in this fight too.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes, that was before I went to sleep. Let me go on time. She starts to get up.
Oh, I already did that this morning.
Oh, all right. Hey, get up. Grab your sword. Grab your shield. And Tove just kind of looks like, And he starts to get up, and then you see, even though it's not a very hard knot, he is still tied to the wagon.
What?
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't realize you untied him this morning, so I tied him back up. I'm gonna go over. I'm just gonna untie it as quickly as possible. I don't even think I need to untie it. I kind of just pull at one of the strings and it like unravels.
Falls.
Tove just says, thank you. All right. And he goes over and grabs his sword and his shield, and he seems ready to go. Bruna has put on her chainmail. She is also prepared to leave.
Adira's ready. Is everyone else ready?
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Hold on, let me armor up. And Arden just kind of straightens his jacket. I'm done.
Claudia approaches you all and says, I cannot thank you enough. We are going to go back to town. I came across this, and I thought that I would give it to one of you. She holds out she basically just slightly opens a fist, holds out her hand in a fist and kind of opens it, and she's holding a chain that is attached to a small pendant, and you can see that it is it's basically shaped like a teardrop, but it has a opal dug into the point.
Oh, that's pretty.
What does it do?
It will help you deal with Vignar Von. If you wear this once a day for about 5 minutes, you can turn yourself invisible.
Arden,
think-
that would be pretty good for you, right?
Would be pretty good. Anything that keeps me unseen.
Yeah, I think Adira's gonna take it, and then, if Arden doesn't mind, she's gonna put it around his neck.
Yeah.
She
He just kind of raises his hair.
Yeah.
He's ready for it.
She smiles and says, "I hope that you find many uses for it. We are heading back to town now. Thank you." As you take the pendant, you notice that there is a sort of inscription on the back, which if I will just put in the map, but I don't know that I have it. But it is a rose flower, and just a little bit of the stem, enough that you can see the thorns, but the thorns are not shaped like actual rose thorns. They're shaped like fangs, and they are dripping with blood.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got the funky necklace.
But it looks good. Right?
It honestly does look very
He's
good.
modeling a little bit.
It completes your aesthetic.
It does.
It's very fancy. It really suits you.
Aster's gonna pull out a seed, and I think I have a bag of rose seeds.
Put one in his hair.
He's gonna druid craft the rose seed. Yeah,
Okay.
but he's gonna pull off the thorns first though, so it doesn't hurt him.
I'm
Or
gonna
like
go.
Or like
Start-
an Animal Crossing character, Arden can just have it in his mouth.
I'm gonna go saddle up the horses, or whatever it is. I think Ash knows only that phrase, so he's gonna. I'm gonna go saddle up the horses.
Are you tall enough to do that?
And he kind of he's gotten 10 feet away, and then he just stops and looks down.
Just a moment of realization.
No.
I'll help you. I'll make you taller.
Okay.
Adira feels bad for saying that. Do you get on her shoulders again?
Absolutely. And I think Spark is sitting on Ash's head.
Yeah, nice. We're a giant.
Yeah, we're a giant.
Imagine if we went into battle like that.
Oh my goodness. We just need to get one really big trench coat, and then everyone's gonna think that this bird is huge.
Uh,
All right, Bruna, you all successfully saddle up the horses. You do whatever it is you need to do for the evening. And
And the horses have beautifully braided manes with tons of flour. Tons of flour braided into them.
too much flour, some would say. No, they don't. And
Aster
you
would
all
not
are
say too much.
ready to go. Bruna and Tove ready to sit in the cart with a awkward energy between the two of them.
Aster's just gonna sit between them and be like, isn't it nice to have people from home? Just a big smile on his face.
I would prefer if it was not someone who just last night was trying to kill me and my employers, Bruna says.
But doesn't that feel exactly like home?
It does.
I look over at Arden. I'm like,
What the
where
fuck?
are we from? I'm never going to the north now.
And-
Yeah. So are Adira, Arden, and Ash, are they all just in the coach seat?
I think so.
Like the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Like, Adira and Arden are up front, and then Ash is sitting in between us.
Yeah,
Yes.
like they're a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have the reins.
Yeah, you're like letting your kid steer, basically, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's the situation. Seat-wise, and you all may start the cart if you so choose.
Let's get it going.
Okay.
Guys, I think there's a dog lost in the woods. We should probably make sure it's okay.
Adira's gonna like slowly turn back to see if it's Aster.
Nope, it's just a dog who doesn't understand streaming.
But Aster is actually barking, just as a human barking.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
And Tove tells you the direction to go. He's just like, oh yes, south of here, and then we're gonna turn west at a big old rock. That's basically his directions. And you all go south for about 3 hours. When you are nearing a... Oh my god. When you are nearing the big rock, you all say to each other while the dog is taken outside,
Whoa.
Wow, everybody. Look at that big rock.
It's huge.
Very big.
Is it though? Is it a real big rock?
I mean, it is to me.
I mean, I have seen bigger rocks.
How big of a rock is it?
I wouldn't say this is the biggest rock that I've seen, but it's up there.
"Wait," says Tove. I
You've seen the bigger rock?
Have you seen a bigger rock than that?
have...
Are you from the village near that big rock?
Are there many big rocks in the north?
There are
Tons.
mountains, and those are the biggest rocks. But
I
they're
wouldn't call those rocks. They're more of a geographical formation. Rocks are separate.
made of rocks. They will have sentries. I think it would be best if two of us went on foot to try to sneak up on them before they would see you.
I could turn into a bird and keep a lookout.
I think it would be better if I and Bruna went.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes. With advantage. Make it with advantage.
Okay.
Oh.
13.
Your dungeon master would like the four of you to do something by yourselves.
Yeah.
It seems like he is genuinely trying to. He genuinely thinks it's a good idea, a good and
Okay.
honest idea.
Okay. Well, if you think that it's better to go scout ahead, I'm fine with that.
I mean, there's no way I could disagree.
Aster's gonna druidcraft 2 flowers and say for good luck.
Thank you. He takes his, and Bruna kind of looks at you, and she very begrudgingly takes hers and says, "Thank you." She hops down from the cart. "Let's go then." And the two of them sort of go off, kind of stealthing. You continue with the directions that he's given you, which is that you are going to kind of go around a bend, and then you will start to go down a small hill, and then it will be a turn, and you'll start heading east, and then you'll start heading north once you come to a grouping of trees. You will see...
After they're like out of the way, Arden just wants to kind of like look at the others and be like, so what is the under over on one of them killing the other? Good,
I-
bad.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm more curious about the under-over of whether they might have a crush on each other.
Sexual tension is real.
It
Yes,
is real.
I was about to say I don't think it's going to be killing each other.
There is going to be a double consonant, but it's not with 2 L's.
What's it with?
What?
You're really weird.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, but to be honest, if we had to have someone from Yorn, I'm glad it was you.
Yeah, those two are very intense, and not in the way that like is
Not in a cool
worth it.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're an intense people.
Yeah.
Your cart continues.
Yeah.
You do go down a hill and around a bend, and you come to some forests. As Tove told you, you see a ancient arch, crumbled marble, and you see that it is just peeking over the trees. There's the top of proscenium columns into a Arc de Triomphe type configuration that has long since crumbled and lost most of its detail. You know that through this forest is where you need to go. The road below you becomes just a little too difficult for the wheels of your wagon. It seems unlikely that you'll be able to continue with your cart.
What do y'all think? Should we
Go by foot?
go by foot and probably just hide Charlie and what's the new one's name?
Biscuit.
Should we just go and hide Charlie and Biscuit and the cart?
Alright, make a survival check to hide them. See how good of a hiding spot you find. Natural 1, okay. Aster takes the lead and goes and puts the two of them behind a single tree.
Sorry. Aster gets done and he's like, yeah, I did a good job.
I have a
Arden's
question.
looking at it from different angles, and no matter how he moves, he can just always see the horse. Both of them. Just
Adira, I have a question. So, our wheels couldn't take it? Or
Yeah.
their hooves couldn't take it?
That's a good question.
Alright, sorry, I was letting my dogs in.
The wheels or the hooves couldn't take it?
The wheels and the hooves.
Oh, both.
I mean, you could ride the horses in. It would make a stealth approach pretty much impossible.
Maybe I could try? They just seem a little... If...
I feel like we should at least tie them to something, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Adira's gonna take a shot at it.
I mean, I could try and talk to them and, tell them to stay hidden.
I mean, Aster did tie them to something. It's just he tied them to one another, so it's not quite effective, but
And while everyone's talking, Adira just unties them from each other and actually hides them.
Yeah,
Because I got a 21.
There's a pretty big rock and some piles of leaves and a couple trees, and you put them in between all of that and tie them to a stump, and oh man, they are hard to see.
Okay, good. Hey, where'd they go?
Don't worry. They're fine.
They're just as hidden now as they were before. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes, they were.
Alrighty. Now you all have a straight shot through some trees. You can't quite make it out when you look through the tree line, but it seems like going straight from where you are, you will come across the column.
So, like, going this way?
Yeah, probably.
Is the black
Where you
spaces
can't see.
where we can't see? Got you. Okay.
Let me do something here.
I just wanted to make sure that my screen, it wasn't like my screen not loading.
No, yeah, you cannot see the black space. So how do you all want to proceed? Slow and quietly? Or just full steam ahead?
Which is the tallest tree?
This one?
This one?
Yep.
I'm gonna look over at Arden and be like, "You're good at climbing things, right?"
I mean, I'm decent at climbing things. Are you good at climbing things?
I'm okay at climbing things. You know who actually might be best at climbing things, though? I'm gonna look over at Aster and be like, "Hey, Aster, you want to climb that tree as like a squirrel or something, and then, or maybe just be a bird and let us know what's up ahead."
Yeah, I can do that. He's gonna say, "Turn your eyes," and just wild shape into a bird. He's not gonna wait. If they don't turn, that's on them.
Yeah, I didn't have time.
I actually, a mechanic point, you actually don't have a wild shape that can fly.
Oh.
Oh,
At this
that's right.
point. Yeah, so that was my mistake in our last game.
Then I'll
Squirrel?
go to wild shape into a squirrel. A squirrel.
Yeah, you become a squirrel.
And I'm going to scurry my little squirrel butt up the tree.
Okay, you do. I need you to make how fast are you going? Are you just going full speed?
Up a tree?
Yeah.
Probably. Hold on, I need to pull up a...
I need you to make a stealth check with the squirrel's dexterity.
I feel like a squirrel's probably going to be more dexterous than I am.
There's a pretty good chance.
I
I don't know if there are squirrel stats, so let's just say +2 dexterity. So you make a stealth check, and it'll be a +2.
-1
Alright.
Constitution.
I like.
It's going to roll a
like 4
d20 plus 15 plus 2, so it's 17.
Okay, yeah. You climb up there, and with your little squirrel eyes, you can see that there are no guards in the nearby woods, but there is something. It's currently laying down. There is a giant boar. And with the Aster brain that is inside of that little squirrel, you actually recognize that this is a type of very dangerous boar that are usually not this big, that are usually in Yorn.
Oh. So a little squirrel Aster's like... He's going to scuttle back down the tree.
Yeah.
And
17, and
go right back over to them. I'm just gonna be like, still like just trying to talk to them in the squirrel form.
I'm gonna turn around and like cover my eyes.
And then gonna realize, oh, they can't understand me, and wild shape back into Aster. And actually, on my way down the tree, could I have looked for a nut? Was there a nut? Are there any nuts in the tree?
make a make an investigation check for acorn.
No.
Didn't see any.
9.
Didn't see any.
Dang it. I was gonna say if I did, I was just gonna have them in my mouth. All right. So Aster is back into Aster, and he's like, so
Hold on,
there's a...
everybody. A squirrel becomes Aster in front of your eyes.
I was turned around. I'm good.
I think my eyes are closed the entire time. Can they just be closed, or do I have to roll
No,
Constitution?
they'd be closed.
Okay.
I didn't fail the very first one, so it's not.
I think Ben said I
It's not a
have.
character trait for me.
I think Ben said that I automatically fail if he turns into a horse.
Yeah, if you turn into a horse.
But I have to think. I think I have to roll a Constitution saving throw if I see
No.
any other.
Only if you're like.
Only a horse.
Only if you say, I'm disgusted. That was all of you decided to be disgusted when he became a horse.
But every single time
He
it's disgusting.
described it horribly.
Yeah, it was monstrous.
It's full on Animorph.
Yeah.
I did not.
You literally said your limbs become horses' limbs.
Oh,
Very
I don't.
Proof.
You were like, my mouth becomes a snout. It's like, that's not normal.
Aster's in front of you when you all look back. It's Aster.
What did you see?
Saw this really big boar thing. It's I've never seen one this far south before. Granted, I've also never been this far south before, so. But it's from home, but it's much bigger than it's supposed to
Is
be.
it dead or alive?
I think it was sleeping.
Okay, so maybe we could avoid it.
That would be preferable. How big of a boar?
Not big. I was a squirrel, so it seemed really big to me.
Do you have personal experience with them, like as a human?
Do I?
Roll a nature check.
12.
12. Not personally. You know that they are, like, fairly aggressive. They are omnivores. Hunt sometimes. Very territorial.
Personally, no, but I do know that I know they're very aggressive, and I know they like their space, their own space. Get kind of angry when people come into it, which is, understandable, because I'd be angry if someone came in my home too, and actually, I wouldn't. But I know other people would be.
I feel like that's not really your brand, but
Nah.
maybe we should just sneak past it.
Yeah, I think that's our only way.
Oh no, it's moving.
Which way do we have to go again? Do we have to go this way? And I'm going to point. Or this way?
The
I
latter.
think we were supposed to. Oh, I thought we were supposed to go this way.
Sorry, I thought you were asking out of character. My bad.
Out of character, where are we supposed to go?
I mean, it was, if you just went straight north, that's where the arch was before you entered the forest, what you could see.
I thought we were supposed to go this way, and she points straight north.
Oh. Hell. Then maybe we just walk past it.
Yeah, let's just not alert the boar.
Okay.
And Arden's gonna just drop into like a stealth position and proceed north.
Fancy.
Is everybody just stealthing and following?
Yeah.
Okay, I need everybody to make a stealth check at Ira at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, and nat 20 for a 21.
Oh, well.
So you all are making your way. Arden and Aster are just like fucking Solid Snake and Raiden making their way forward, and then Ash is being pretty quiet, not making any noise. He's tiny, it's easy for him to go unnoticed, and then Adira just steps onto a twig that snaps and sends a bunch of birds flying out of this tree, and you start to hear as hooves beat at the ground harder and harder. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Does anybody
Adira-
hear that car?
I think Adira's gonna just scream, "Run!"
Da-na, da-na-na-na.
Initiative.
Oh, wow.
19, 16, 20.
Oh, damn.
8.
A fantastic stealth.
Okay. I know that we just rolled and it's very impressive, but how about we take our break and come back to this encounter?
That's the boar.
Okay, then we will be meeting back at 7:40.
Alright.
Right.
I knew this would go poorly for me.
So wait, did everyone leave?
still here.
Oh, I was like, all right, okay, I guess I'm here alone.
No, I'm still chilling. I knew that encounter would go terribly for me.
I thought I was gonna roll a bad stealth. I only have a 1 dexterity, so
I have a 2 dexterity, but like disadvantage does really suck.
yeah, it does. I play in a game on Sunday nights, and my cleric is also at disadvantage, and it's nice to have the large AC, but it stinks to have the disadvantage.
I know, and it's just like there's nothing you can do to avoid it.
You could, if you have 2 decks, you could honestly switch to medium armor, and you might be better off.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, I have 2 in dexterity. I could maybe. But like it's kind of either as a cleric, you either get the choice start off with really like terrible armor or start off with like crazy good armor. Given like
Yeah.
that's what I found at least.
Medium. You could get like. This is just literally describing what it looks like. I'm looking for the stats here, people.
Light armor, heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, you could, if you get like breastplate, you could have a 16 DC.
That's what I have now. Yeah. It's just breastplates are expensive and they don't usually.
Oh, true. That's like 400 gold.
And they're not like starting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
A chain shirt might be a good alternative then.
yeah. By the way, I sent you a draft of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On Facebook, guys?
Yes.
Nice. So excited.
Because when you said boy, I suddenly was like, yeah, he probably. I assume Ash is young.
Yeah, Ash is like. Normally, I don't play younger characters, but I really do think he's like 17 or 18.
Ladies
Oh
and
my god,
gentlemen,
that is so cute.
PetSmart, the real heroes.
Thank you so much, Em.
No problem.
I hope you all didn't say anything untoward while I was up.
We said all of the most untoward things ever.
Yeah, we actually really did a lot of digs on KFC.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot afford this. So speaking of which, PetSmart, the thing about PetSmart is, and I have to read this copy, I'm sorry. Do you want great deals on all of your pet care needs? Then go on down to another store, because buddy boy, we're here to, and this is what they gave me, we're here to ruin your dog's self-esteem. Bring your dog out into PetSmart, where we've got a bunch of pictures of dogs up that are in much better shape and generally considered cuter dogs. Now, I don't really agree with the message that you should take your dogs to PetSmart so that they will be made to feel inadequate due to the pictures of dog models. You know, as the proud owner of 2 mutts, who you viewers at home will recognize from all the times that they've barked while we've tried to have a conversation. You know, I really don't care for the, you know, quote unquote, you know, purebred centric model of PetSmart's ad copy, ad campaign sort of things. But this is what they gave me to say, so I did have to say it.
Legally.
I do legally have to say it, yes.
I feel like we weren't gonna get sued, but like maybe now we are.
I mean, no, the legal
I
department.
think after everything we've said about KFC.
Yeah, they're done.
The legal department specifically told me that I had to say it, or I would, or then I would get, like I said, they would buy my mom's home and evict her.
Yeah, then that's not something you want at all.
That is not something that I want. I would like it if I was allowed to continue to live here too.
Because as we all know, PetSmart, notoriously vicious landlords.
Very vicious landlords. That's they've started dog Airbnbs where
Oh my God.
instead of just kenneling your dog for like, oh, you're going out of town for this reason, we'll watch your dog for 4-day period, pay us. Instead, they put your dog in another person's house without their consent. They just break into the house and put your dog there.
You have to find out what house it is. You have to go searching for them.
I mean, usually you can just go somewhere online and people just be like, please, this dog showed up.
Yeah, but PetSmart's trying to take down those sites.
They are, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feeder Supply, dogreturnservice.com. Yeah.
PetSmart is actually starting a vicious campaign to take over all of the internet utilities. So they're just about to launch a social media service. They're just about to launch a search engine.
Yeah. And
It's
they
gonna
have been heavily lobbying against net neutrality.
Yeah.
The reason that comes up every few years is because they just keep paying Congress people to kill it. They're just like, you like this money? It's our birdseed money.
I heard that.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Parody. There we go. We're legally safe now.
I heard that their social media site is it's called Facebark.
That was good.
That wasn't bad.
That was
Just
good.
give it a few years and they'll set up a complete no zone for the rest of the internet. Like the Great Firewall, but it's more like the Great Electric Fence.
The Great Jock Collar.
I think
I can't believe you guys don't already realize they already have us on Twitter. Just think about it.
That is true.
I think it was pretty bad when Facebark changed their algorithm and made it impossible for dog sketch comedians to continue the career model of actually making dog sketches on YouTube.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty shitty of them to say they were going to do something about the anti-vaxxers and not doing it.
Yeah, no, that was bad, huh? That wasn't fun.
Can't wait for their picture site, Instahamster.
That was good. They killed Vine.
Just point blank, they killed Vine.
They killed it.
Yeah.
It's dead.
They're gonna kill TikTok too and bring on.
All right. Well, we have hey parody. There we go. We have officially done our ad read, so I know it's a minute early, but do you guys want to hop back into this boar fight?
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
Sounds
the boar
great.
is charging at you, but Arden, you're first to go.
Don't have advantage on this because I'm assuming charging boar.
Yeah, he's charging right at you.
I can get out of the way, I think. Just a little bit.
I feel like
So, go 25 feet this way.
Yeah.
I think that was here. And just gonna pop a shot at him with a short bow.
Sure. Pull back, you loose. 20 does hit.
Nice.
He takes that 7 piercing damage. And he is not happy about it. He just kind of goes, "Brrr." That's what-
As soon as the arrow hits, I realize he has like 80 other arrows in his hide. I go, "Oh, no."
Have a couple in there. And next up, it is Adira, after the boar has taken that hit. Still coming on in the time frame of this combat. Like, still moving. He did not slow down.
Arden, why are you all the way over there? I have
To
a
get out of the way of the charging boar.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Just the thought.
Adira's going to follow. I don't know if I have that much. Yeah, I can pretty much get over there. think it was about here. Okay. And then I am just going to, I think, a javelin. Yeah, javelin can do 20 feet. So I'm just going to throw one of my several javelins at him. Only a 14.
14 does hit still.
Nice.
Nice.
7 piercing damage.
Yeah, okay. Okay, 7 piercing damage again. Wow, this boar is not a happy customer.
Yeah, but it probably has like 100 HP, so.
Not necessarily. What makes you say
It
that?
has 200.
Who's to say how much it has? Certainly not
Who's
me.
to say?
Next up, Ash, it's your go.
I'm gonna go over in the opposite direction so that it can't just choose to run over to me. So I think that'll leave me with like 15-ish feet. Okay, so I got like 10 feet left. And I'm gonna hold my action to cast Bonfire in front of it whenever it starts to charge at anyone in particular.
Okay. Yeah, it is the boar's turn, and the boar seems to be going straight towards Aster.
Yep,
So
figured that one was
you
coming.
Want to cast Bonfire in front of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bonfire right there.
Okay. Let me
I'm not actually trying to hit it. I'm just trying to like freak
spook
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boar sees the fire and sort of goes and kind of tries to like turn away from it. It makes a saving throw, so it doesn't get into the fire, but it has enough movement to come around the fire and try to gore Aster, but it does not have enough speed to try and like charge through Aster because it had
There
to
we
turn.
go.
And so with
Good.
its massive tusk, it just tries to like lift you off your feet, Aster. That is a 13 to hit.
Ooh, just misses.
Oh wow.
It like tears at one of your cloaks a little bit.
Can I? Since my turn, well, is that at the end of its turn?
That is the end of its turn, yes.
Since I'm next, can I like as I dodge it, try and like grab onto one of the tusks because I want to try and like get on top of it.
I would say that as your turn begins in the time frame of this, its tusk is close enough that you could try to grab it.
Okay.
But that would be
I'll-
part of your action.
Okay.
So
I want to try and like use its momentum of like throwing the tusks up to like try and swing onto it, like flip
yeah, okay,
onto
I
its
like that.
back.
You try and grab onto the tusk for just long enough that it lifts you, and then you let go so that you can kind of sail up. I'd say make a athletics check with advantage.
Hey,
Because
okay,
I think
let's
it's
do it.
cool, so I'm giving you advantage.
Definitely your specialty, right?
Okay. A 15.
15. You land a little bit lower on its back, so you will have to probably on its turn he will be able to shake you off as like a bonus action. But you'll have a roll that you can make to try and do something.
Okay.
But that was your action.
Okay. Let me see. We'll just something real quick.
If something's a bonus action.
Real quick. Yeah. That's not what I want. Nah, never mind.
Do you have Thorn Whip? Could you like grab onto something
Ooh.
that's stuck into
Oh,
his
that would
side?
be cool if I did, but I
Oh,
don't.
never mind. Could like bonus
Dang it.
action Thorn Whip, grab onto the javelin that's in it, or like one of the arrows and like yank yourself up.
Just like garrote him, put it around his throat.
There you go.
Next up, Arden, it's your turn again.
Okay. It's 30. Don't like either of those. Go behind the fire. I think. Like right there.
Go under the cover of some leaves.
And then try and shoot through the fire at the boar again.
Okay, are you trying to let the arrow pass through the fire, or?
How about like right here
Okay, yeah.
instead, and then try and get him around it.
Okay, then just a normal attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, natural
No.
20.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, so if we are using Roll20's critical calculation, which I think unfortunately is how most of the people playing in the game prefer to do criticals, that is 9 damage. As opposed to the
Just multiply.
9 damage that it would have been with the multiplier for this particular one, yes. So he takes that 9 damage, and he is bloodied.
Does that factor in the like his dex and stuff?
Yeah, he rolled a 3, and then it's another 3, and then it's the 3 is the second roll.
Doesn't he get sneak attack though because Aster is on top of him?
Oh,
He's also facing away.
If
and he's
if there's
underbrush.
another
you
if there's
know what?
another creature within 5 feet.
Yeah, alright, fair point. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, you have 1d6 of extra damage, which is, well, how do we do that? I guess you would just roll it twice instead of doubling it. So,
Okay.
roll
Sick.
2d6.
Oh.
The rare occasion where the rolling twice is better.
Yeah.
So, he is even more bloodied. Basically, your arrow pierces him really close to the first one, so it kind of opens up a gash. And that boar is bloodied. Next up, Adira.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
Well, it's on one enemy.
Right. But,
Dude, just straight in front of its face.
okay, that's fair. Then, yeah, so that is a Dex saving throw? Or is
Yes.
that just a spell?
Must succeed on a dex saving throw.
It did not succeed.
Okay. So then I think it's just 1d8 damage, hopefully.
Rosie, Bronx, that's enough.
5 damage.
Okay, Boar takes 5 damage. Boar is not looking good. Ash, it is your turn.
I feel kind of bad for this boar. I wish I had a Pokeball or something.
It's on.
Don't kill it!
It's on just almost red, still orange at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to I'm just gonna tuck myself around the tree after I don't really have anything to not hurt it. I'm a hurty boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna tuck myself around the tree, and then I'll cast Bonfire. So I'll drop concentration on this one, and I'll just cast it again a little closer, so it just freaks it out.
Okay.
I don't want to hit it.
Sure. If you want to pulse where you're gonna put the new one.
Yeah, I'll do it basically there.
Okay.
Kind of between the two of them. I'm just trying to basically scare it off.
Yeah. It seems not that scared of it.
No.
Okay. Next up, it is the boar's turn. The boar is going to try and shake you off. Aster, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Wow.
Wow,
Oh.
yeah, you stay on. So you kind of grip at his fur as he just darts forward, charging past the fire and towards do, and he is going to do a charge attack because that is 10 feet in a straight line to get to where he is right now. He is going to do a charge on Adira. Don't know if it matters. because he does not get a bonus to hit, so I don't believe a 15 would hit you.
It does not.
So he just charges past you, kind of going through you two. I guess he was a little bit afraid of that fire. And he ends up actually getting his tusk. He tears at this tree and tears through the trunk, and the tree is sort of close to toppling. And he comes to a stop right there. Aster, it's your turn.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, whoa, 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 calm down, friend, calm.
Kill.
We don't want to.
Kill.
We don't want to hurt you, buddy.
I want to kill you.
That's-
Master does not want visitors in forest. Kill.
I'm gonna say I have rations. I have food.
That is the end of your turn. Arden, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna stab it in the throat.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Do that with advantage because his tusk is sort of stuck in that trunk, and he's got Aster on top. 14 hits, so
Okay.
11
Oh,
damage plus your sneak attack damage.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and tell you, with that 11, you whip out your rapier, stab him in the throat, and it just kind of sort of starts to cough to everybody, but to Aster he says, "No, sorry, Master Vignarvon," and he slumps over dead.
oh.
You have killed this boar.
I'm gonna run around the corner and be like, all right, did we tame it? Do we have a new friend?
No. And
And Jared tries to step in front of it.
It's a big boar, Akira.
Aster, on top of it, is just gonna let out like a tear.
Arden's gonna clap his hands. Just all right. Let's get going.
Okay.
Kind of like in a movie that, for legal reasons, we probably can't say, but it rhymes with the Schmunger memes. Aster is gonna cast Druidcraft, and make some flowers, and like where he was stabbed, there's gonna be little flowers coming out of all those holes.
Also, sort of like Sue.
Yeah, kind of like Sue, kind of like Madness does for Sue. It's going to just rub it and say, "Still talking in pig."
Adira's going to yank her javelin out of it.
Yeah.
Hi.
Arden's grabbing his arrows, just like not very gracefully.
And as you two do that, what does Aster say? Still in animal tongue.
Rest easy, great boar. You did well. Who is my god?
Your religion, you don't have like a single god. As a druid, you
Then who would be the one most connected to
Boars.
animals?
Animals. Let me pull that up. It might just be the Green Mother, but
Mama Tree.
Mama Tree is completely different. You're just showing your ignorance.
Yeah, that's the Roman deity. I'm sorry. Completely changed.
Yeah, it was changed over in that good old swap. It would probably be. It would probably be Ashadon, the old elk.
Ashadon, the old elk. Ashadon. I'm going to say, Ashadon, take this sweet creature onto its next life. Let him be reborn. Good, sweet Dilber. Still named it, even though he's not with us. A, B, C, D down.
All right, you've beaten the boar.
I'm so sorry. What was A?
All of you.
All of us.
Mm.
And then we have Biscuit and Charlie, and then now we have Dilber.
Okay.
Dilber the boar.
We should get going.
Yeah, we should get going. I'm gonna turn and hide Spark's eyes from the bleeding out boar.
And you all get going. I need everybody to make another stealth check.
Wait, where'd the Corba? Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Rosie, please. Don't mark.
Oh, big 8.
14.
All right, you all make your way forward, but because there is no immediate threat, we take the average. Eventually, you come towards the sort of... There are still trees, but they're less common, and you do see lower below the tree line the details of the arch that you saw as you approached is actually still there, and it seems to be depicting battle, all sorts of war scenes with ancient armies clashing and these massive, larger-than-life leaders and figures in charge. And Rosie, please don't. And yeah, there it is.
Do you recognize any of the images depicted on it?
Anyone who would like to can make a history check.
I'm gonna make a history check. I'm bad at those.
I got a 13.
I got a 14.
I'm still rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah, but
Are we just gonna go with the 16?
it'll just be the 16.
Okay.
You, Adira, are the only one who recognizes this is a symbol of the War of Flame. This is a piece from the early days of the Zheshan Empire, long before it was called the Zheshan Empire. And it was essentially a war that was fought where the belief is that it was the first sort of group of unified cities who had been united under one general, fighting against the son of an ancient evil god who had sort of forced other groups who had not really unified by choice into fighting behind him. And he and all of his soldiers were able to breathe fire, call fire from the sky, that sort of thing.
Do I know what my god thought of that war?
Make a religion check.
Ooh.
Nope.
Yeah, Ashula
I do
Mazdan
not.
was not a figure of prominence at the time.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna do anything then. I'm just gonna be like, all right. And what were we supposed to do here again?
Beyond it, you do see tents, a large camp.
Okay.
And beside it, you see Tove and Bruna. They creep towards you, you all seeing them much easier than they see you, because they are in heavy armor.
I have a question. Do they look disheveled in any way?
Yeah, is their hair messed up? Is their armor on backwards?
Is there-
Yeah, like little things.
Bruna's axe has a bunch of blood on the blade.
Ooh.
But
They're
Tove has
kinky.
some smeared lipstick on. No,
Ooh.
just the blood.
Can one of them roll a charisma check?
Sure. Tove got a natural 20. What is that for?
Can I roll a perception check to see
Sure.
if anything's happened between the two of them?
Sure.
16.
Their body language, they seem a bit more comfortable with each other.
Can I roll an insight to see why that is?
Yes.
19.
They seem to have gotten into a scrap, and it seems like they both came out of it, so they probably helped each other out. They came out of it
Yeah, they
unscathed.
did.
And as they approach,
Nothing like
Bruna just
PCs.
says, I don't really... You don't need to say it. And Tove is just like, no, I really thank you. You are very strong, capable. She's like, oh, you are strong and capable as well. Let's keep going. And they start to move past you all, because you are moving much quieter.
Did you see that?
I think we should get their attention. I think that's more important. Matchmaker at a later time.
I don't. All right, fine.
Hey!
Oh, they both like,
Hey!
with the exact same timing, like turn towards you, like weapons up. Oh, hello, Tove says. Greetings.
Weren't you guys the ones that said you were gonna sneak up on them?
Well, we killed the sentries. We were coming to meet up.
Once
with you.
again, Arden kind of motions vaguely to the camp filled with enemies.
Well, I thought it was understood that we would meet you and take the camp together.
Did you think they were going to take the whole camp by themselves, Arden?
No, I just thought, stealth to a certain degree.
We're trying to be quiet.
He's standing like bolt upright, just holding a shield and an axe.
Look. How do you know?
We're just gonna grab him and pull him down.
Do you know how many men there are?
I think there are.
Think you haven't been counting?
We have seen 10.
Okay, 10. And are any of them archers or mages?
Only Vignar Von is a wizard. The rest of them, they like to fight on horseback. They are not as capable off, and they don't seem to be skilled with a bow.
Are they on horseback right now?
No, their horses are. And he points to the far east relative to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
How many horses are there?
Each of them have 2. A few of them have 3. So there are at least 40 there at the moment.
We will get more.
We only have 2 between the 4 of us.
We'll get more horses. I think
With their horses.
yes, we should.
We could start a whole new alphabet with those.
Oh my god.
I think we might have broken Adira.
I forget the name of my god exactly, because
Ashula Mazdan.
Ashula Mazdan, give me strength. 2 of you should go up, should sneak, so you could maybe shoot people off. And then 4 of us, we charge in.
I think that
I
sounds
could-
like a good idea.
I'm down for that.
Try and distract them if you guys want. I could turn into an animal and make them all look one way, and then you guys could sneak up behind and maybe get a sneaky hit on them.
You could do it in front of them and then they'll all throw up and then we stab them.
I think,
Yeah.
I actually think Adira points to Bruna and Tove and says, well, we're terrible at sneaking. The 3 of us.
Bruna just nods and says, This is true.
Maybe.
The three of you are much better, so maybe we could make the distraction.
Arden, maybe you and I can sneak over to and I'm gonna point right, here-ish, you know,
I was thinking the same thing.
and then the rest of them can hit him hard, and we'll
And-
just flank him.
Wait, what's happening?
I have a question. Did you, in character, did you just days off, or was
Yes and no.
okay? Because I was I couldn't tell if that was my brain stopped working for a second, or this is my character. He does not pay attention.
It's both.
Okay.
Honestly, it's both.
We're making a distraction. Ash and Arden are going to sneak away.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to change, I guess you could do that now.
Um,
And she turns away.
DM, would you say that I have, being a person of the woods, would I, could I turn into a giant badger?
If that is within the challenge rating that you are allowed to turn into,
Yeah, it's a 1/4.
I think you would have seen one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I think that might be what I turn into.
Okay. So, Aster becomes a giant badger.
I'm a medium beast.
Big old medium beast.
I feel like you start flexing as the badger
You probably would.
for some reason. I don't know why.
So,
Real quick, are badgers endemic to this area?
nope.
Would Arden have seen one in Dasiro?
In Dasuro, yeah.
Okay.
And when every
I
time
was
I
wondering whether or not he was shocked.
every time I turn into a creature, I still look. I keep the creature's fur pattern, but how they're usually white and black. I'm gonna be the part where it would be black, he's white, and then the part where it's white is blue. Just one bright blue stripe down its back.
I wonder if
Okay.
Adira's now ever seen a badger.
Probably not.
No. Okay. What are you going to do with that?
I don't know what a sound a badger makes, so I'm just gonna go.
So Tove points towards that sort of greenish tent and says, "That one is Vignarvan.
This one?
Oh,
But
shark. He's right here. I didn't realize that.
he might be in," and he points to a cave. He might be in there.
Wait, what cave? I didn't see where he pointed.
There is a cave. This is
Gotcha.
the cave.
Okay.
Adira's gonna quickly grab Arden's shoulder before he moves any further away. Become invisible. Let's see if he's there or not.
Ooh, yes. How long do I stay invisible for?
5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Yeah, so you just sort of will it to work, and all of a sudden Arden seems to disappear.
Huh?
You have advantage on stealth checks. You cannot be seen, so anything that can't hear or isn't able to feel you, they will not be able to notice you at all, but you have advantage on stealth checks against being heard.
Okay. Sick. So over here is the cave. I'm just gonna
Maybe
sneak-
check to see if he's in the tent first, because if he's not there,
Yeah.
he's probably then in the cave. Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak just this way first. And try and go around this area around here. Sneak around this way. So I end up right here. And then can I peek in the tent? Like, is there a flap open, or do I hear anything?
I think in the meantime, Ash
Oh.
has gotten out his
Sorry.
daggers.
I've been muted. Can you make a stealth check, Arden?
Yes.
And Ash has gotten out his daggers.
Advantage. Where is it?
Oh, there we go.
Alrighty, so Arden sort of just makes his way through. Ash has gotten out his daggers. What's he doing with them daggers? Before I
he's
say
just-
what's going on in the tent.
He's just looking for some kidney beans. Ready to go.
And Arden, you gaze into the tent. It does seem like there are tent flaps, but they are pulled back, and you can see inside, sitting over a cooking pot, just a big black bowl essentially, is Vignar Von, the terrifying man with scars carved into his chest in the shape of spheres. You see him sitting over it, and he has a few herbs in there, and he
Ugh.
pours a vial of what looks like some type of blood into it.
Oh, that is fucking man stew. That is what that is.
And you see him do that, and he kind of looks up, almost as if he heard something, but then he just
Okay.
dips a spoon in it and takes a little sip.
While Arden is over there, it says that I can burrow 10 feet. Kind of want to try to burrow down 10 feet.
Sorry, muted again because of my dogs. You burrow down 10 feet, yeah.
I want to burrow down to. I want to be like 20 feet under, and then I want to try and like
That's deep.
burrow, like just continuously keep going like this way. But so then it would be like,
I'm drawing the whole
so a hole, and then
H, so people
Could be
know there's hornets.
10.
Oh.
10 and 10.
I also do want to, like, after I see Vignar Von and realize, like, I'm kind of in the clear, I'm going to go back and try and tell them.
Yeah, so I would say after the badger just sort of dug down and took off, Arden,
Was it like 10 feet straight down, or was it gradual enough for us to use that hole?
Oh. Well, I guess, I mean, could I burrow in a diagonal?
So you could, but it is a badger hole, not a person hole. So
Well, I'm
it's
also a
not-
giant badger.
You are a
We also-
giant.
And I'm also
Badger.
Do you have a
a
halfling?
halfling.
I mean, yeah, the only person who would be able to use it would be Ash,
Comfortably.
but you have a badger's mind, but you don't have a badger's instincts, and you did not grow up as a badger, so it's not necessarily a super safe place to be if you can't dig really well with your
That's
large
probably
claws.
true.
But Ash,
Okay,
I mean,
fair
Ash could use the incline that you've made. Ash could stick to you and follow you and try and poke up after
Well,
you show up. So Ash, it's your call if you decide to go into that hole or not. But there's no way of knowing if it would be safe. It does not look like it is going to stay a perfect tunnel forever.
yeah,
I feel like
probably-
What
Sorry.
were you saying?
I was just saying, yeah, I probably would have like gone in a diagonal down
Mm-hmm.
and like making it go. Yeah, I'm gonna go 20 feet because I'm worried that 10 feet is too close to the surface and people would maybe feel the ground under them rumble.
Yeah.
So I probably would have gone down 20 feet.
Do
So,
keep
like-
in mind, I will say that 10 feet is almost double how deep a grave is.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just putting that out there. That's pretty. 10 feet is very
Pretty
deep.
fucking
20 feet
deep.
is
Like,
20 feet is very fucking deep.
I think Adira is just watching in amazement because she's never seen a badger.
And so I
think
probably
actually-
would be like 20 feet by right here.
Okay.
Arden has returned to you all.
I'm just gonna like
So
whisper in like the least kind of shocking tone I can. Adira,
Yeah.
Vignar Vaughn is there.
Oh, great.
He is in the tent making a big old pot of assumedly man stew, pouring like whatever, some kind of blood or something in it. I don't know.
Do we want to fight him now? Sort of a now or never, I guess.
I mean,
Hmm.
we do have.
We haven't caught off guard. Do you think you could
Yeah.
go in there and, stabby? Do you know if he'll stay invisible after you hit him?
That is the question.
Well, don't get any blood on you.
That is a harder thing to do than most would
True.
think.
I think we should just go for it. We're going to fight him anyways.
Bruna, Tove, do you have a preference on fighting the cannibal wizard? Currently?
Which one of them did you ask? Sorry.
Just like both of them, kind of like a general.
Tove just says he must die. It is required. And Bruna says, yes, I would like to kill him.
Okay,
He
sweet.
eats people, so yeah.
We're killing the cannibal wizard this time, right? Like, we're not going to
Yes.
go deliver medicine. We're not going to do it, whatever. Okay, good. And I'm just gonna, like, kind of try and, like, say, let's kind of hurry it up. I only got, like, 5 minutes of invisibility.
Yes, I am antsy. I would like to get to fighting. So if we are staying here and waiting for the distraction, or if we are making the distraction...
What's
we-
this hole?
Aster is gonna pop up in this tent back here.
Yeah.
And just
Oh,
poke his
God.
head in and see what's around.
Okay, you pop up with a loud rumbling noise, and inside there are two of the tribesmen who were asleep.
Wait, how's it loud?
You break through the earth. It goes crack, 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 crack.
It's just dirt.
It is mostly dirt. There's some rocks in there.
Well, I'm trying to be stealthy about it.
I
I think he's being generous. Let's just go with it.
You wake
Yeah.
up and these two guys are there, and they are currently not wearing their armor or anything. But I need you, just you, to roll initiative.
Okay. Shit.
Okay,
Uh,
I think that now is a very good time for us to make a move.
Yeah, let's just go.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
One of them gets up and grabs a axe and comes over and swings it at your badger head. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Okay. He's swinging it with both hands. Minimum damage, though. 4 damage. 4 slashing damage.
4.
His
Okay.
buddy gets up from his bed and shouts, Badger! There's a giant badger in our tent! Shit! And he starts to grab at a spear at his side, but he just gets up and kind of like stands far away from you. And now it's your turn.
I'm gonna. If I'm not burrowing, I can move 30 feet, and I'm gonna hop back down and go 30 feet down the tunnel.
Okay, yeah. You hop
Yeah,
over 30.
20, 30.
So just
You-
lead them back to us.
You hear in your tunnel, you hear them scraping dirt over, and it sounds like they're moving like a crate or something over the hole that you popped up out of. That's all you can make out. You all did hear there is a badger in our tent being shot, and the two tribesmen who are closest by, they start heading away from where they were.
Now is a very good time to go. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start.
let's just go.
Yes.
I'm gonna start stealthily moving this way. So I can go.
Could I do like a cunning action and go 60 with dash?
Yeah.
Should I roll a stealth check?
Yeah, you
Are
can
we-
make a stealth check. I'm gonna keep your 23 for now, Logan.
Okay.
Do we get
do I have-
advantage because they're so distracted?
I would say that yeah, you have advantage. Ash.
Do I have like an internal clock of how long?
You probably have like another minute.
Damn. Okay.
All right, so 20. Yeah, Ash, you feel like you're being pretty quiet. Tove and Bruna look at you, Adira, and are just like,
Here.
she says,
Let's go.
"Your call. Whether we go in or not.
My call. We're going. Come on.
Are we going loud or are we going quiet?
Loud.
All right." And she turns.
Are you guys going this way or this way?
I think the best. I think I want to go this way. To like go kind of in between the two tents.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
They're just going without me.
Bruna and Tove do. Bruna shouting, and Tove is now bashing his sword against his shield as he goes.
Can I go another 25?
Yeah, you can. It would just be your action in this turn.
Okay, cool.
All right. These tribesmen come around to the tent, and these two are like, "Oh, you're here. We're gonna go investigate that loud noise." And they come right up here. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Sweet.
Just
Do
so
I keep my 3 or do I mine another initiative now?
you will keep your 3.
Oof.
Damn it!
12.
Oh my. Darn. We could have had a surprise round.
We could have had it all.
Rolling in the deep. And
Thank you,
okay.
Tiger.
I have rolled up all of them. First person going up is one of the Golzark tribesmen. He's going to run at Tove, and he's going to swing with a sword. He hits Tove.
Uh-oh.
Does okay damage to your buddy Tove.
I'm gonna quickly go to the restroom. I will be right back.
Okay. Next up, it is Adira. It's your turn.
Oh, wow, really? Okay. I'm gonna close in this gap and with my mace swing at this man
Sure.
who just attacked Tove.
21 hits, 5
Nice.
damage. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Next up in the order would be one of these fellas, one of the ones who is in the tent. He, on hearing his cohorts scream, "Intruders!" and he heard the scream and shield banging, he is going to run out of his tent. 2,
Still naked,
3,
right?
4. He doesn't have his armor, but he's not naked.
Oh, he's in his long johns. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's got butt flap hanging open.
Nice.
But that's where he gets. Next up, it would be Arden's turn. We'll just drop him back in when he gets back.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and. I'm still invisible, so that's 45. I have a range of. $80. Okay, sick. I'm just gonna try and pop this boy. Where is he? This boy right here.
Okay, roll with advantage. So, sneak
Just gonna try and figure out if this drops my invisibility.
attack. Yeah, you hit, and your invisibility disappears, but roll a sneak
Okay.
attack.
And then can I take cunning action to hide just behind this tent?
Sure. Yeah, so you turn uninvisible, and his head shoots over, but you're not there. Because you're behind that tent. Maybe he noticed you, maybe he didn't. You don't know. Next up in the order, it is one of our bandit friends. It's this guy. He is going to come up here. And he is going to throw a spear at Adira.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Bang.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Minimum damage, though. So you take
Nice.
4 piercing damage.
Cool.
With that critical. Fun.
I mean, it is fun.
That's his turn. Next up, we have one of these. This guy right here. 5, and he shouts something into Vignervan's tent. Next up, it is Ash. It is your turn.
yeah. I think I'm gonna create a bonfire on the tent to set it on fire. Just like at the tent flap, I'm just gonna create a bonfire to
Yeah, sure.
set the whole dang thing up.
And in that 6 seconds that your fire lights, seems to take up the whole dang thing.
That's a
Seems like-
flammable tent.
Yeah, it seems very flammable. Seems like there was some stuff inside that's pretty flammable. This guy's gonna take some damage.
That seems kind of ill-advised, given that this guy, magical fire and all that,
Can you roll 2d6?
Yeah.
living in a flammable tent.
I mean, why'd they choose
2d6.
canvas? It's
Oh,
really
should it be
their fault.
2d6 or the spell's damage?
You're doing something different, so it's 2d6.
You got it. I will figure out
Is it
how
more?
to
Is it
roll
more
the
damage with the
thing.
spell?
No,
Okay, yeah,
It's less damage.
It's 2d6.
8.
8. Okay.
Nice.
Here's hoping there wasn't anything valuable in there.
And this guy is knocked back 10 feet. Okay. Next up in the order, it is our boy in the tent. He comes out with his little spear, poking around, and he gets to this little block of fellas. But he is going to hold his turn there.
Does anybody have an area of effect spell? Because, boy, oh
Sadly
boy.
not.
Next up is this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to attack you, Adira. Flanking
course.
You. Highest one's 21.
Hits.
Swings a battle axe at you. 6 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm bloodied.
Ooh.
And there we are. Next up, Aster.
I'm gonna burrow 10 feet up and come out of the hole, like beyond on the surface.
Are you in the tent?
And I'm thinking I'm between the two tents.
You are between the two, yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to bonus action, drop wild shape, and step forward, and I'm going to cast Ice Knife to hit this guy,
Okay.
which is I need to.
So it's an attack on your end, and then
Yeah.
it will be the spell save DC is 14.
So I rolled a 16
Okay, 16 hits.
already,
So that guy takes that 9 damage.
and then there's a
Yep.
little extra bit to it.
What is the range for the
It's 5 feet, so this guy and this guy,
and the guy
we
who
need
you
to,
hit?
and that guy, we need to
Okay.
make
They
dex saves.
all fail.
Sweet. They do. It does 2d6 cold.
Okay, we'll just do one roll for all of them. 11. Okay, this guy is bloodied. Not looking good at all. This guy is also bloodied, not looking good. And their pal, who I believe has not been hit, yeah, he's looking okay.
And then I'm gonna step back.
Okay, that's what you do. Big turn. I realized that I forgot to roll Bruna and Tove in the initiative, but they both rolled really well. Bruna is going to charge past this guy. He will take an attack of opportunity. They hit Bruna.
Uh-oh.
She takes a pretty good amount of damage there.
Uh-oh.
But she makes it in front of these guys and is going to attack one of the bloodied ones. She hits. She kills him.
Oh.
Hey, go
So she
Bruna.
Runs over and one-handed swings her long battle axe that's as long as she is tall down on top of this guy's head, just cracking it in, and he falls over dead. Next up, Tove. Tove is going to strafe around this guy to this side and attack him. Natural 20.
Nice. Good damage, Tove. Come
Maximum
on.
damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
16 plus.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, this guy's
Kill
dead.
him. Kill him. Yeah!
One hit Tove.
One hit kill.
Well, no, Adira had hit that guy with their mace.
2 hit Tove.
Two hit Tove. That's better.
Tove.
That's better.
That is Tove's turn. Next up, a challenger approaching. The fire that's around the tent grows larger.
Uh-oh.
And then all of a sudden, it just sort of flies up and makes a symbol that is familiar to you all. It is a hand with a bear's face in the middle, as Vignar Von walks out of his tent completely unscathed.
Well, darn.
And he surveys the battlefield really quick, and then he holds up a hand, and you see the hand that has formed above his burning tent seems to respond to the movement of his fingers, almost as if it is his hand. And then he just sort of brings it down, and it is going to hit both Tove and Adira. Let me roll for this.
Dang.
Only a 13 to hit you, Adira,
Does not hit.
and only a 12 to hit Tove. Doesn't hit him. So both of you just kind of...
I just
Take a step
imagine,
back.
like, in order to get the bear in the middle, there's just a lot of empty space in the palm.
Oh, yeah.
And it just goes right in between them.
That's exactly what happened. And next up, Adira, it's your go.
Adira is just going to attack them and in front of her again.
Okay, you circle around and attack this guy.
Actually, I'm going to use Sacred Flame this time. And I forgot to last time, add +5 apparently. So let's just cast it this time.
16 hits, 7 damage. He's not happy about that.
Oh, they just need to succeed on a dex saving throw. I don't know why
Oh,
that's
right. My bad.
I think it's just because the way I
he
had to
does
put it
not
in.
succeed, so he does take the 7 damage.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
And I'll
Are you
get
bloodied still?
back. No, because I also get back I also get back an extra 3, so I get back 7. So I'm good now.
Okay, nice. Next up, it is not our man here. It's the guy who charged forward. So next up, Arden, it's your go.
Okay. I think once again I'm just gonna shoot this guy, try and pop around and nail him. Do I still get advantage, or...
Yeah, you do. Nobody knows where you are.
Okay, sick.
16 hits, 6 damage. He is
Gonna
down.
try and take another cunning action. Hide behind the tent.
Sure. This fella's dead. You got a sneak attack. Really quickly, somebody do some battle banter. I have to grab something real quick.
Arden!
You smell like shit.
Arden!
Ash!
Hit the wizard!
I will next time. I'm just trying to lighten the load for Bruna.
Yeah, thin the herd out, but I feel like my fire thing didn't do anything to him, so I might have to go run and just go stab him.
Yeah, I think his whole deal is magic fire. The entire time you were setting the tent on fire, I was wondering what you're doing. I know it feels like a month ago, but we did watch an entire adventurous guild burn to the ground.
Right, but I didn't think that he would be able to just take my fire and make it his fire. You know?
I don't know. You couldn't take his fire and make it your fire, but, like, you're not a
Yeah.
cannibal wizard.
That's true. I'm not a cannibal wizard.
Adira's just fighting. I love
You
how they're
think, like-
yelling back and forth.
We're yell whispering, which I think is like we think we're acting like it's making people not be able to hear us, but we are very far away from each other. So
You are 30 feet.
yeah,
All right, I
Like-
see a lot of arrows swinging.
They're yell whispering.
Oh, okay.
We can all hear you.
The
You don't know where we are, though.
Aster yells out, "Vig, your breath smells like feet."
He just kind of like turns and smiles at you, and you can see that there's a bunch of blood all in them gums.
You have a toenail stuck in your tooth.
He just kind of smiles. Next up, this guy right in front of Tove is going to try and stab at her with his spear. Not Tove, Bruna, and he does not succeed. Next up, a guy right next to Adira is going to swing his his scimitar at you. 21 again.
Jesus.
Hits.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
You just took away everything Yeah.
It's not me, it's the dice.
Also,
I'll-
I hit him. Is he not bloodied still?
He's not.
Oh yeah, because I hit the other guy and he came up. Okay, I remember now.
Yep. That is his turn. Next up, Ash.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and go over there. I'm gonna move the 10 feet to here, and then. Yeah, I guess with my offhand, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at Wizzy Boy.
Okay.
Oh.
11 does not hit.
Okay.
Your blast just
Um,
shoots off into the burning tent.
Okay, cool. And then I'll move there.
Okay.
So I get a little closer to him.
Sure. Yeah, you move up. Next up,
And I think that's my... Oh, can I see her?
Adira, just barely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout... Adira, are you okay?
Kind of getting my ass handed to me here.
No, you're not. I believe in you. You're gonna do great. And I'll cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
Thank you.
So that's 3 plus 4, 7. You are a fucking yo-yo today, bud.
Thank you.
Hasn't seen anything. Walks around the corner. Are you doing good? No. No, you
Sure
are.
you are.
You're good.
There you are.
Nayar.
After Ash comes this tribesman. He turns, comes over here, and is going to attack Aster. So he comes over here, and he's going to attempt to stab you in the gut with a spear. That is
Oh,
a
no.
14 to hit.
A what?
14?
Oh, damn it, that just hits.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Sorry.
You can
Might
swear.
be children watching.
There aren't. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ugh, of course I do. Just kidding.
And then it is your turn.
I am going to oh crap, I can't move through him, can I?
You cannot.
Dang it. Shit. That changes what I was gonna do then. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on him. DC 14.
Okay. He does not succeed. In fact, he fails.
So then he does. It's 2 points of cold damage, and
Okay, 2 damage is 2 damage.
he has disadvantage on his next melee attack.
Okay.
And then I don't think my bonus action would help here. So yeah, that's it. That's what I was gonna do. Dang it.
Nice, but hey, somebody else might hit him, and they would have needed another 2 damage to put him down.
Also, he has disadvantage on his next attack, which is very good for you right now.
Yeah. Very good.
We go back to the top of the order with Bruna, who is going to ignore this guy and go and attack Vignar.
Oh, did Tov go?
Tove went after her. That was when he became 2-hit Tove.
Got you. Okay.
She's going to attack Vignarvon. She hits him, which is impressive. Takes out a good amount of Vignarvon's health. Hits Vignarvon, and he goes. That is her turn. Next up, it's Tove. Tove is going to come over here and distract this guy. He hits him. All right, Tove is doing a good job. Does an okay amount of damage. This guy is, in fact, bloodied.
2-hit Tove.
2-hit Tove.
This guy's already been hit, so if he had put him down, he would have remained 2-hit Tove. But
but Tove only hit him once.
Tove only hit him once, yeah.
That's true. So
as long as there's a second hit somewhere in the equation,
Yeah.
he remains.
2-hit Tove. Next up, it is Vignarvon's turn. Vignarvon is going to say something in... What languages does everybody speak?
Common. And
There's a few.
Common, Dwarvish, and Elven.
Common,
does he know-
Dwarvish, Elvish, Sylvan.
Sylvan,
Common and
Halfling,
Halfling.
Draconic, and Druidic.
Okay. He says something none of you understand, and seems to gain back some of his vitality.
okay.
And then he is going to sort of go... He just breathes in, and he opens his mouth, and this line of burning fire spews out of his mouth, and then it just expands into a wide cone, and it is going to get to here. And let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does it count that I'm behind a tent?
It does not, because the tent is going to catch on fire. So. Okay.
That's a very big cone.
It
Jeez.
is. It's a very big cone. I need... Aster, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Good night, everybody.
16, okay. So you are going to take...
Could have been a
Sounds like
lot worse.
You take
Sounds like a lot of rolling.
8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As does Tove. Bruna, however, is going to take the full 16.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And she is now not looking good.
I am bloody.
This henchman dies in the flame. This
2-hit Tove. 2-hit.
2-hit Tove.
this tent catches fire, and this guy is bloodied. He seems to have taken half of the full flame. But Aster, you were bloodied, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're bloodied.
Yay.
And Edira, it's your go.
I see what's happened, and I am going to... Cure wounds have to be nearby. That's 60 feet, so that's good. I am going to... How's everyone else looking?
I think the only person you can see is Bruna.
Bruna?
Yeah, and Tove
Yeah.
has taken... Actually, I believe that Tove is bloodied.
Yeah, Tove's
I did
thing
not do
has
that
the...
math, but he is bloodied. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tove is as well?
Yeah.
Adira is going to use some of her divinity. And she's going to run next to Tove. I know he gets an attack of opportunity. I'm okay with that.
Yep. It's a 5.
Does not hit. Cool. So she just sort of bats at him away with her shield as she runs over, and she shouts to, what's her god's name again? His name is long.
Ashula Mazdan.
Ashula Mazdan, save my friends. And she uses Preserve Life. So as an action, I invoke my holy symbol and invoke healing energy that can restore number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So I have 10, and any creature within 30 feet I can divide it among. So I am going to give 3 to each of Tove and Bruna, and then 4 to
Aster.
and then I'm also, again, going to cast Healing Word.
Thank you. So I think that in the moment of feeling the divine touch of your god, you are suddenly made aware that Aster has been hurt. And so you are able to give him that. And then who do you choose to use Healing Word on?
I can't see him, can I? So I can't do that.
You cannot see him, no. So
Bruna's been hurt bad.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
all
going
I
to give it
would
to
say.
Bruna, and that means Bruna will get 8. And I'll say, you can't die yet.
Okay, she is no longer bloodied. And you gave, what, 3 to Tove?
Yes.
All right, he's no longer bloodied. We're back in the game, baby.
I'm also
Can't die
no
yet.
longer bloody.
We have shipping to do.
Yeah, seriously.
Matchmaker, make
OTP.
me a match.
And there we go. Arden, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. If I go out like 10 feet.
Keep in mind, I'm short, so you can just shoot over me.
Yeah. So that's 10.
As
Well-
Arden moves, Vignar Von throws back his head and laughs. He just goes, I do not hear music from your bodies, from your soul. The spheres do not see any of you. You are nothing.
Okay, ouch.
My god sees me, and that is all I need.
I'm gonna get like here.
False gods have no power here. Arden, what do you do?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him.
Sure. He's not paying attention to you. You don't make any music.
Do I have advantage still or no?
You do. Yeah, he's not looking at you.
Fucking idiot.
All right.
Nice.
20 will hit. 5.
I also get sneak attack.
Give me that sneak attack
'cause-
damage.
Fuck.
7. Not bad. 7's not bad.
Not bad, it's just sneak attack.
Yeah. Okay. Next up in the order, yeah, he takes that damage and he shoots his head over at you and kind of licks his lips. When you hit him,
He wants to eat you.
when you hit him,
I'm flattered, but like,
when you hit him, the fire seems to spark back up in his tent.
nice.
Oh, my fire?
Some fire
Okay.
that was there. Next up in the order, it is the guy who Adhira was fighting. And he is going to run over and try and attack you. 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Wow.
He comes over and flashes his scimitar at
Shield,
you.
baby.
Yeah, you don't even look at him. You just anticipate.
Again, bat him away.
Then it is Ash's go.
Oh god, do I go and help Adira or do I take out the wizard? I think Ash sees her so casually knock this dude aside, and he's like, "Oh, she's got it." And I'm gonna run and just fucking running jump, try to double stab him in the back
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, go crazy. Or sorry, go ahead.
Essentially, I'm just going to attack him
Go
with
off, I should say.
my weapons.
Sis.
All right, let's see. Bone dagger.
Oh yeah, the +1.
Oh, do I get advantage because he's flanked?
You can't hear our music.
He turned to look at Arden, so I would say no.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
So 10 does not hit,
Okay.
unfortunately. But you said you're doing
Regular.
it with another dagger in your hand. 15
Yeah.
does not hit.
Oh my god.
For a naked man,
you-
he's weirdly tough.
So with the bone dagger, you feel like you are about to gain purchase in his skin, right around that kidney. And it feels like there is just some type of force that repulses you.
Hmm.
It's his entire like face and body that repulses you.
Can I look behind me and see if there's like anything going on in the tent? Like, what do I see?
Yeah, you look inside, and it looks like everything is on fire. But what's weird is that nothing seems to be burning. Does that make sense? Everything is on
Yeah,
fire,
that makes sense.
but it is not being destroyed by the fire. It's not being consumed.
Hey, has he hurt anybody yet?
No, not me.
Okay.
He heard Aster.
He did hurt Aster. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that he actually has done damage.
Next up, it's the guy right in front of Aster, who, being hurt by his boss, is kind of confused, but he's gonna try to attack Aster again. That's a natural 1.
Kill himself.
He drops his weapon.
Falls on his sword.
He drops his
Oh,
weapon
yes.
and dives to try and grab it before you do. He's prone in front of you, Aster, as we go to your turn.
It is my turn, and did you say he dropped his sword?
He dropped his... I think he had a spear, and he dove to try and grab it before you could. So he's
And
So
he's
prone.
he
prone.
prone?
Yeah, he's prone.
Can I use that as like a way to maybe jump over him?
You could if you would like to, yeah. Sorry, dogs are barking.
Well then I'm gonna jump over him and try and... Well, actually, before I say I'm gonna do this, if I were to get here and do a cone of cold, would it hit both Ash and Bruna?
It would... Yes. It would, because it is 15 and then 1 square over. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't, because it goes 1,
Okay.
and then it's 1.5, like 1.5 of each, and then it's all 3. So, I don't think it would. No.
So sweet, then that's what I'm gonna do. I want to try and get up here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a cone of cold because he's a fire boy, so maybe cold will hurt
Hurt him more?
bad.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my one and only time of being able to do a breath weapon, DC 14.
DC 14.
Dex or
Oh,
con?
yeah. I should probably say that. I think. Hold on. My book is right here. Because it doesn't. I didn't write it, so it would be. Where?
The DC
things.
is 14, you said?
DC 14.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
and it
he
is.
does. He succeeds. Just either one, he succeeds.
Oh yeah, it's a con.
Okay. He.
Well, he still takes half damage,
That's right.
and it's how many d6s?
For you, I believe it's only the 1.
Only the one.
Okay,
Ooh.
but he still takes 3.
But 3.
He is bloodied. The
Yes.
ice tears at his
Oh,
wounds, and he looks much worse for wear.
And then, does anybody look bad?
Not me. I'm good.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Bruna is
Well, then I am going to bonus action. Use one of my Fey energy pool die. and I'm gonna heal myself for 1d6, and then also get a temporary hit die
Nice.
or a hit point. So 3 more points, and then 1 point of temp.
Okay, nice. For her turn, Bruna is going to catch her breath and then swing with both hands of her battle axe. She misses. Just sort of walls up, swings at him, and he kind of just steps to the side, and that... Whoa. Alright, don't fight, you two. I'm streaming.
I thought that was like her growling for a moment. I don't know why.
It was both of them growling. Bruna growling, and Vignar Von growling.
Vignar Von has the higher pitched growl.
Yes. Then from behind, Tove comes over and yells, "Duck!" And Bruna does duck, and he swings his sword at Vignar Von. That's them coordinating attack for you all to see some sexual tension. He does hit.
Only lovers
Eating it up.
work that well together in battle.
Vignar Von looks much, much worse for wear.
They're gonna become rivals, and then lovers.
I think they were already rivals, and so now they're becoming rival lovers.
I thought they were more enemies first.
I think it's
that was
enemy to
first
friends to
kill.
lovers. I think that's the dynamic.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Vignar Von, for his turn, just shouts something, throws his head back, and shouts, and it is in that same language that none of you understood, and Tove says, "Shit!" and moves next to Bruna and tries to cover both himself and herself with the shield, and the fire that was on his tent seems to roar and rise up like a massive bird or something. Just basically a winged shape flies up and lands in a 20-foot square on him.
Sick.
Fuck.
Oh!
I wonder if the fire also
Oh,
heals
Adira.
him again. What?
So, yeah, Adira, you are not hit. I need everybody else in there to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh,
Ish.
Love that shit.
Oh no.
3.
Oh no.
Okay. So everybody but Ash and Aster succeed. So let's see
That's fine by me.
how well this goes. You take 14 points of fire damage, Arden.
I take 14 and I oh fuck.
Yep. Aster and Ash, you take 28 points of fire damage.
I
Oh my
take
god,
14.
28?
Yep.
I'm down.
Okay, Aster goes down. And Ash, what happens to you when the fire soaks over your body?
So it definitely hits. And I don't seem to make any. I don't move fast enough to get out of the way, but I just look pretty singed. I'm not down. I'm bloody.
Okay. And
I am absolutely bloody.
yeah, Tove and Bruna are both bloody. And Adira was correct. He is still bloodied, but he looks to be at his ceiling of bloody. Seems like he did
Let me
get
see.
healed by that wave of fire that rolled over him. And, sorry?
I maintained. I don't know. Was my bonfire? Did my concentration on it break? Was it still there or no?
It is no longer your fire.
Okay, so my spell just isn't there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore that con save.
No worries. Adira, it's your go.
I think after I see all of this go down, I think she's just gonna stare for a moment, and then she's going to grip her mace even harder and just say, I like your fire. How about mine from one of your false gods? And she casts Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20, but I wish it was so much more. And why did I get a 1? pain of it all.
It's a saving throw, right?
Yes, it is actually. I don't know why I said that.
He succeeds.
Dang it. So he doesn't even get hit.
He no, it hits him and it just does nothing. It just burns away. And he just goes Arden, it's your go.
Okay. A health potion. Is that a bonus action or a action?
Action.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna rush him right up behind him and try and stab him in the back.
Sure.
Like, I'm almost dead.
Yeah, sure. I'd say you
might
have,
as well
you have flanking.
just go all in.
He turned to send his fire down.
So, advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
Shit.
11 does not
Oh shit.
hit. Just glances off of that weird little magical barricade.
Okay. If I move, he can take an attack of opportunity, right?
If he chooses to.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to disengage.
Sure.
And let's see, how much was that to begin with? That was 10, so I can move. Fucking. I'm moving away.
Okay. Next up in the order, it is the gentleman next to Adira. And he is going to sprint past you. You have an attack of opportunity if you choose.
I will take it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to swing at him with my mace like normal. Dang it!
You drop your mace. It will take an action to pick that back up.
Okay.
It actually lands like right here.
It lands right where? I'm so sorry.
Right here, at the tail of this little green line.
Okay.
And he is going to swing at Bruna with advantage.
Uh-oh, bye Bruna.
He does maximum damage.
No!
Bruna has barely enough energy to stand. Like she is just standing. Ash, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Take him.
Yeah, okay. Who's he facing?
He is facing Bruna.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it, both daggers. Do I have flanking advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Alright. Bone dagger first.
Please.
22 to hit.
22 hits, 9 damage. He is close to death. Wait, does that
Nice.
include the +1? It does.
Yeah, that's including the +1.
Okay.
And then the second dagger doesn't include my dex.
But you do still
on the
have
damage.
advantage.
Nice. Nice.
4 hits.
So it's
Yes!
only 3 damage
It is
though, because
exactly
it doesn't
enough
include my
for
dex.
you to puncture that kidney. And you just
Yeah,
hit.
I think with the bone dagger, I think I like jump up and I stab him in the heart, and I like use it to like I kind of like pull it down as I fall back down, and then with the second dagger, I just like right in that kidney, and I twist it a little bit.
And there is a horrible scream as he falls back, and out of his throat, as that scream is still audible, as he starts to fall back onto you, Ash. Just a stream of red, orange, and yellow flame streaks out of his mouth and seems to sail around the sky in a horrible pattern, like a animal escaping from a cage for the first time in years. And then it just seems to be gone, and the fires on both of the tents go out. Okay, next up is the guy who has just picked up his spear. He is going to come over here. Seeing that you just killed his boss, he is going to attack
Come
you,
on.
Ash.
Come on, get some.
That is a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, yeah, he just stabs a spear down at you, and you go, ha ha ha, I'm a tiny halfling. Next up in the order, we go back to the top. It is Bruna's turn.
Oh wait, don't I have to do a death save?
Yes, you do. I'm so sorry. I just thought, oh, Aster's down. I didn't think death saves. Please do a death save. That is 2 failures.
That's 2 failures?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy that just got up could have hit you too.
Yeah.
And okay, it's Bruna's turn. Bruna is going to turn and attack the guy who just attacked her. She hits him. Maximum damage. He is severely bloodied, close to death. Tove is going to
Two
turn
hit
and
Tove.
kill Steel, maybe.
Two hit Tove.
He definitely does, because he hit and does almost maximum damage. So this fella goes down. Next up, Adira, it's your go.
Adira is going. I believe I have. Yes, perfect. I'm going to run over to Aster, and then I'm going to place my hands on him and say, "Please don't leave me, you little weirdo," and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, and Aster
So he becomes stable.
stabilizes, still unconscious.
Yes.
Next up.
And I'd like to be cradling him.
Okay, yeah.
That's okay.
Like hand on the back of his neck, kind of lifting
Yeah.
him up. Okay. And Arden, it's your turn.
Get in here, stab that boy.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, you do get it from him being with an ally, so it can be a sneak attack, but not advantage.
Yes.
14 is this guy was in the tent, wasn't he?
Yep.
Nope, he wasn't. That guy is dead, so this guy does not hit your 14.
Wait, there were 2 guys in the tent.
Yeah, but both of them died. I marked
They
their
were
armor
straight
class
up
on
dead.
their token.
Got you.
So this guy still has the higher armor class.
Right. Bonus action, disengage.
Okay. You move back, and this guy is just going to see that he is surrounded, throw down his spear, shout "shit," and run away.
I'm gonna cut his ankle.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna try to sever that Achilles.
Sure.
I think now the next boss you have to kill by severing their Achilles. I think
Oof.
it's like a go up ever so slightly.
Sorry,
22,
that didn't mean to roll with advantage. But
22 still hits. He's still making his way across. He didn't quite cut that Achilles. He can still run.
all right.
I think Bruno chases after him though. She's gonna swing at him with advantage. Yeah, she hits him. She kills him. He had one hit.
Nice.
She just
Good.
comes back, battle axe, cuts into his spine, and he just yelps and falls over dead.
Oof.
The battlefield is calm all of a sudden, as almost all of you are near death. One of you is unconscious.
Is he okay?
He will be, don't worry. And I'm going to cast my last spell, Cure Wounds. And then also add an extra 3, so you pop up, so you get 10 back.
All right, so Aster, you wake up with 10 HP.
That was crazy.
Tove points to this tent and says, "That is where they usually keep the..." Sorry, let me get Tove's voice right. "That is where they usually keep the captives. I'm going to check on my friend." Bruna starts heading towards the tent and says, I'll get them free. I'll get them free. That's my voice."
Aster when he opens his eyes, he just sees Adira standing over top of him. He just reaches up a hand and puts it on her cheek and says thank you, and then in the other hand he's casting Druidcraft and he gives her a flower.
I'm so glad you didn't die. And she hugs you tightly.
He hugs her back and puts the flower in her hair.
Oh my god. Everybody's so close to death.
After they break their hug, Adira says, "Okay, none of us can keep dying. One
None
of
of
us
us can
drop
keep dying.
None of us have
every
died.
battle."
Technically.
In your bones, you feel that though there's a roleplay thing that we're going to do, you all go up to level 5.
Level 5.
Whoa!
Yep.
got real excited.
But so you do feel like, oh, when I get some sleep, I'm gonna feel way better than I've ever felt before in terms of vitality.
Evidently.
I'm very happy.
I don't. There's so much shit that I don't know what I want to do. I have no. Oh no.
I just want to check the cannibal wizard's body and then tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems important.
What does this boy have on him besides like
Sure.
bones and
Make
shit?
an investigation check.
Who looks worse, Ash
I'm
or
gonna-
Arnon?
I'm gonna be helping Arden on that investigation.
Sure.
Should I
who
roll or
looks
should he
worse?
roll?
You roll with advantage, Logan. So Logan, if you don't mind, just rolling. Wow.
Jesus.
You find in his pants pocket, you find a human ear and a small iron key.
Found a key. Someone else check him. I don't think I was that thorough. He's covered in body parts.
Can I try to
Different
figure out
men,
what happened
women.
with the arcane shit?
Sure.
Like what that force field was? Did anybody else see that weird force field thing on him?
I mean, I saw him do a bunch of fire stuff, and he was okay with the fire, and it was all good. And now
I just don't understand what's going on at all.
Yeah, you can't tell what was going on.
Would any of us know? Or
I would say Adira can also make an Arcana check,
All right.
just because she was the one
She's
who
the-
answered
yeah.
Ash's question.
I got
17.
no fucking clue.
He had mage armor up. Is
Oh.
a
No.
spell.
Oh, he just had a spell on. I think that
pop in this
probably
tent.
was.
But
Oh,
Ash,
I also say, answering Aster earlier question, I am like bad off.
You take care of him. I'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, my hair is still a little sizzling. Like,
Aster's gonna walk up to Arden because Ash said he's fine, and I'm gonna use my other Fey dice, my other Fey energy pool, which is a D6.
Yeah.
And so you get 4 and then 1 extra temporary hit point. And you just see these like golden, pink and gold sparkles just flit through the air and surround you as it heals your wound just a little bit.
Nice. Still bad, but nice.
okay.
And he gives you a flower.
Okay.
And
I
Ash-
replaced the now like burned ashy rose in my hair.
Ash, in your interest at Vignar Vaughn's body, even though you now know that there was the mage armor on him, you notice that smoke is beginning to rise from those cuts into his skin and all of the tattoos.
hey, something weird's going on here.
Is this like a come back to life kind of thing, or is this like a losing
I'm
my
gonna
power kind of thing?
Cast frostbite on the body.
I'm gonna
try and
stab the
cool it
body in the
down.
throat
Sure.
just to be sure.
You cast frostbite on his body. It works, and for a moment, frost seems to cover those parts of his skin. And you stab him in the throat, Arden, and there is blood still oozing out because he's still has.
Does like smoke go into the wound where I stabbed him?
It starts to rise out of it.
So 6 points of cold, just for clarification.
Right. And for a moment, it seems like the smoking effect is gone, and then that ice starts to melt. And you all feel like you are sitting next to a campfire, as starting from like the top of his body, but then slowly going down.
I'm gonna keep doing
Just
it.
like okay. It slowly stops being effective because seemingly all at once it seems like a fire inside of his body finishes burning the outside, and he just sort of crumbles to ash.
Ooh. Did you guys just see that?
Yeah.
I definitely did just see that. Yeah, that was
What-
concerning.
It's a bit weird.
What was that exactly?
You burned.
Would I know? Would I have any inkling about like the magical fire side of it?
Yeah, I'd say make an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay.
Seems like there was something going on inside of him that was unnatural.
There was something going on inside of him that was deeply unnatural.
Could I?
Would I have any like inkling if it was something to do with what I saw him doing earlier in the tent?
I would say you make an Arcana check, not with advantage, but
Okay.
at a
Could-
+1, so 14. Might have been that he was consuming something that gave him some fire powers. Maybe
Okay.
more regularly.
I do want to go in the tent too.
Aster would follow.
I would like to quickly check out the body, and I would like to somehow figure out, like, because I know he had the tattoos, and you said the tattoos were specifically smoking.
So he had both brands and scars and tattoos.
Okay.
So like he had carved in these big circles around his chest. He had a bunch of tattoos on his arm of like Slavic-ish monsters and animals. And then on his stomach he had the brand of that hand and bear. But he is now Ash in front of you.
I don't. Is there like some way that I could like use my medicine, like a medicine check, to be like, oh, he's. I don't know. I guess not.
Not with
I'll
the
just-
pile of ashes, I don't think.
Okay, I'll just go into the tent with them.
Okay, it seems like mostly it is like a warlord's tent where it's kind of just like supplies. He has a spear, but it just seems to be a normal spear on one side. But then he does have a opened, like not locked, but not opened. He has a chest off to one side.
Does the iron key go to the chest, or?
It doesn't seem to be locked, so you
Okay.
can see it. You can see if it fits, but
Yeah, I want to check that real quick.
okay, yeah, it doesn't fit.
Okay, sweet. Can I just pop it open, see if it works? Like, see if it's unlocked?
Yeah, no, it's open.
Okay.
And inside you see a hooded lantern with some carvings around the base. And then you also see there is a helmet that is of a similar make to the one that he wore, which is kind of like a Rohirrim helmet. But it is not exactly the same. And instead it has a symbol on one side of a what looks to be a dwarf, and its mouth is open like it's shouting, and on the other sort of, like that's on the left hemisphere side, and then on the right hemisphere side there is a elf who is also screaming.
Okay. I'm just gonna take both of those, I guess, for further look, like to look over them later.
Okay. Bruna has started to file prisoners out. You see the merchant from the night before.
Yeah, well, before anybody when they went inside, Ash kind of went and hid behind a couple of tents and cast bonfire on himself and just kind of soaked in that like healing juice for a little bit. He's doing okay.
Yeah, when you look down at Spark actually looks kind of different.
Ooh.
He has
I'm gonna be right back.
about 5 new feathers. 3 of them
Sparky, are you gonna
red,
fly soon?
2 of them are orange, and he just goes.
Oh, buddy. You'll fly soon. Don't worry about that. I put him on my shoulder. After I've healed up, I'm not bloody anymore. And I'm gonna walk back and join everybody in the tent.
Okay, yeah, Ash is back.
Is there nothing else in the tent, or should we like do an investigation?
Doesn't seem to be anything else of note.
Okay.
Anything cool in here?
There's a helmet.
I'm gonna pick it up and try it on.
I think Arden would let you grab it.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, you put it on. You're wearing a helmet.
Is it too big for my head?
It's a little too big, but you feel it like a lot of magical armaments start to shrink.
Ooh. Guys, is it just me or is this thing getting smaller?
Yeah, it's fitting to your head.
That's crazy.
That is insane. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna hand it back to Arden.
Okay. Yeah, you hand it back to Arden.
I just missed what happened. Had to use the restroom really quick. So
Ash took the helmet, put it on, and it started to shrink, and then he gave it back to you.
okay. That's odd.
Just gonna say that's weird, and then he's gonna walk out and go check on Tove.
Okay, so you're following Tove to the cave?
Oh, sorry. Said that
Bruna?
Bruna. He said that the prisoners would be up here, in this tent, and so I was gonna look to see if any. I was gonna look for Tove's friend.
Tove walked towards the cave.
Wait.
And I would follow Tove.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over towards Tove too, because I find that odd.
I want to ask Bruna as I step out if like anything is locked in there, if any of the prisoners have any like shackles that need to be unlocked or something.
She shakes their head and says, "They were only bound with rope.
Okay. Nice.
I can deal with them. I can get them
Okay.
out."
I'm gonna tag along with the others.
Adira also tags along.
Okay. You go down the cave, and you feel the cave is at first dank and cold like a cave. And there's a faint light
I
at
love
the
cold.
back, like there is a fire that someone would be sitting at. And as you get closer, you sort of get to a point where you're between the fire that would be at the end of that cave and then the light from day outside. And you feel yourselves start to get warmer. And warmer. And warmer. And
Tove,
the first one to
should we
start
back up?
sweating is Aster, followed by Arden, then Adira. Ash, you, and Spark are doing okay. The light is bigger than a campfire would be. And you suddenly realize that it's not a campfire, it is a clearing. And you see that there is a mouth, and you see that there is a small field in front of you. And there is a turn. You could turn once you get out of the mouth of this other cave entrance. Seems what now wasn't a cave, but a tunnel. You'll be able to see a larger area around you. It seems like it is getting hotter the closer you get to that opening.
Guys, I don't know how I feel about this.
But it feels kind of nice, doesn't it?
Could I potentially try and use the frostbite cantrip on myself without taking damage? Like control it enough to where it won't get cold enough to damage me?
I would say
Like cold enough to keep me cold?
Well,
I'm resistant to cold.
It'll be risky. Make just a generic 20 roll and add your wisdom modifier.
And a wisdom mod. Okay.
And I have a number in my head.
Ooh, it's a 7.
You're gonna take that cold damage.
Damn it. D6.
Let's hope it's not a 6.
Please be a 1. It's 2.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you take 2 points of cold damage.
I am bloodied.
You are almost at the mouth of the other point of the cave.
Even though he was apprehensive, he's just gonna say, "Well, fuck it. If I die, I die," and he's gonna run forward.
Why don't you guys let me go first?
Go first. Stop him.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna like grab Aster and be like, "What are you doing? Get back there!" And I'm gonna go forward, and kind of just see what's going on inside.
When you run forward, you see that you are in a small, like, almost like in a forest, like a clearing, but it just seems like you are in front of these mountains. Like you are in basically a circle of grass and a few trees.
Inside a cave?
No, it's like there is like opening. Like you've walked
Oh.
through
a
this
cave.
opening, and you are now in like a field that just seems to be encircled by regular mountains.
Cool.
And you and Aster both sort of look around like, oh, where's Tove? And you look to your left, and you see lying down, you see Tove, and he is standing looking like an ant next to a man lying on his back who is about 32 feet long.
Oh my goodness, it's a fucking giant.
Massive, arms longer than any of you are in height. His features are like a man of Yorn, but his skin is sort of a tanner color than Aster, Bruna, or Tove. He has fiery red hair, and looks like from his frame he might have been a powerfully built guy, but right now he looks like he has not eaten in weeks. And even from where you are, you can see massive scars along his arms and legs.
Tove, is this your friend?
He looks back with like some terror that someone else is here, and he just says, "I... Oh... Atusha... God."
I'm gonna cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna walk up and offer him all 10 good berries, and be like, "Does he need these?"
It would not help, I think. He puts his hand on his arm. Arden and Adira, are you all staying in the cave?
I think Adira slowly makes her way.
Yeah.
It's just really hot.
You all see the same thing, and it gets hotter the closer you get to the giant.
Okay.
What's wrong with him?
Vignar Vaughn took his blood repeatedly.
Oh.
Used it for what he was creating. And he went too far this morning. I'm sorry, Atushal. The giant lets out a long breath. His eyes are closed and his face is like wrenched in pain.
I'm gonna walk up, and even though he said they wouldn't help, I'm gonna put the good berries in the giant's mouth.
He very weakly just swallows it because they're just tiny berries for him.
They give him 10 HP.
He just lets out another long breath, and in a booming voice he says, "Thank you for that."
You're welcome.
I lost my fire. it is gone from me.
He was using you to make himself that fire thing.
Yes. I feel cold.
I'm gonna hug him and try and warm him up.
Ash, can you maybe make him a bonfire?
Yeah, Ash is feeling really guilty right now because he's gonna cast bonfire near the giant so that the giant might get a little warmer.
Even as his eyes are like scrunched in pain, he has a sort of weak smile for a moment, and he says, "Thank you for being kind to me. It is a different fire."
Could we get it back?
No. I will feel nothing but pain now. It was never supposed to be like this. My blood was supposed to spill and I should die if I lost that much, but magic can keep you alive. Keep pain around you. Tove, and he feels around and Tove puts his hand back on his arm. I am sorry that you were impressed into his service to try and keep me safe. I was a fool to trust him. I need one more favor. Tove just looks down because he knows what he's about to be asked and says, "Anything, my friend. End it."
Aster's gonna put his hand on Tove's shoulder and say, "If you want me to do it, I won't make you go through that pain yourself."
He looks at you, and Tove is like he's like late 20s, maybe early 30s. He hasn't really seemed like very open emotionally. He like just in his eyes you can see him kind of crumble, and he just nods and says, I can't.
I understand. I'm gonna pull out my scimitar.
Before you do that, he goes up to Shaw's head and sits down by his ear and starts to whisper something that you all can't hear.
I'm going to druid craft a few flowers right before I do it, and place them in the giant's palm and say, "Smell these." And I picked from the pouch of the best smelling flowers that I would have had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pray to... Do I have a god of, like, death or something?
The closest would be the Night Wolf.
The Night Wolf. I'm going to say, "Oh, Night Wolf, take our beautiful friend, guide him through the light and into his next life." And then I'm going to sink my blade into whatever would be the best spot for like a killing blow.
Yeah, likely the throat. How do the other three members of the party How do you feel? How do you react?
I think Adira just puts her head down and prays that it's swift and as painless as possible.
I think Ash is kind of just standing there, like, dumbfounded. And I think he feels a little responsible.
Arden just kind of has his arms crossed. He's watching, a bit like trying to be supportive or mourning.
The moment that your scimitar pierces skin, the heat is gone. And with a last breath catching in his throat, Atushal stops breathing. And Tove stands up, and you can see he has tears streaming down his face. And he looks up at the four of you, and he opens his mouth to speak. But whatever he says is drowned off by a boom of thunder as the completely clear sky suddenly filled with black clouds. And the worst rainstorm any of you have ever seen happens right away as lightning starts to crash around the peaks, and seemingly everywhere around you the wind is howling. And as that greatest storm begins to rage, we'll pick up with Team A in a few weeks.
Sounds good.
Wow.
That was heavy. That's
Yeah.
right there.
That was heavy.
But, Vignar Von, what a ugly, weird douche, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys, that was a fun game. I had fun.
I had
That's good.
fun.
No, I have.
Yeah. Almost died, but I had fun.
Well,
Ooh.
listeners at home, viewers at home, thanks for watching. We'll be back next Monday with the Knights of the Lion's Hope.
Boopity boop.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Wait.